The following is a live sports presentation of Glycod. GLICOD.com.
Glycod's coverage of UA Local 502 Louisville Basketball Game Night starts now.
Good Friday evening from DuPont Manual High School. We've got a big doubleheader for you tonight on Louisville Game Night. It is Friday the 13th. No spooking anyone here. It is a good old-fashioned rival in the 7th region. It's going to be the girls, DuPont Manual, and the Central Yellow Jackets, followed by the boys game here tonight. And alongside the Hall of Fame coach, Mark Evans, who's out on assignment right now, downstairs talking with some of the coaches. I'm Paul Najar, and we're thrilled to bring you this action tonight. First game up, the girls game. This Central Yellow Jackets team, a little unproven. They've got to find someone to replace the scoring from big-time scorer who graduated last year, Destiny Jones, 23 points. She averaged a double-double, over 11 rebounds a game. It's going to be tough for that team to overcome losing her production, but they're 3-1 off to a great start. And this Manual Crimson's team and head coach Ashley Franklin, talk about tough to replace. They have 9 freshmen on their team, only 1 senior, and she's looking for her freshmen to step up tonight, show some aggression, and bring big contributions to the floor this evening. In the boys' game, Central will be dealing with their 3rd head coach in 3 years, another brand new head coach. We've got a Manual team that has impressed everyone. When you talk about a 7th region with Manual, with Male, with Trinity, with St. X, Ballard, and Eastern, 6 superb teams that will all be ranked in the top 10 and top 20 at some point this season. Really tough road to handle when you're dealing with that type of competition. But they will work at getting their games on track tonight. Head coach Mikael Coleman from DuPont Manual is looking forward to seeing what his team can do defensively tonight against Central. So there's a quick preview for it. It's Louisville Game Night tonight, and it's basketball here in Kentucky. It's 7th region basketball. Central Yellow Jackets at the Manual Crimson. Stay with us, folks. More to come on our pregame broadcast. Stay with us on Glycod.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
Blunt Dental Group is a high-quality, family-owned dental practice. We are committed to educating our patients, as well as investing in the latest technology to provide more efficient dental care. Our team of licensed dentists and hygienists includes 2010 male high graduate Tyler Blunt, located in the heart of Linden at 8013 New LaGrange Road, Suite 6. For an appointment, call 502-425-7068 or go online at bluntdentalgroup.com. Blunt Dental Group, straightforward smiles.
Innovation is what allowed us to reach for the stars. And now, to reach for the ignition without changing your oil for what feels like forever. Introducing Oil Guard, a Ferris exclusive. This innovative Vanguard oil system lets you go 5 times longer between oil changes. Along with Ferris's patented suspension system, you'll cut faster, mow longer, and reduce maintenance.
.1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com. Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit operationparent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Polo Real Estate Group, your one-stop real estate source. Founded by 1993 male graduate Dion Reese. Contact him at 502-387-6330 or visit online at polorealestategroup.com.
Here with DuPont Manual head coach Ashley Franklin. And Ashley, in your third year, you've seen your team develop, you've seen your team grow and get some good wins. Some real battles against this Central team last year, an overtime win, and then a tough one in the LIT. What do you expect from this game tonight?
I expect the same. Central always brings a really good game, especially to us. They're a really tough team. They bring a lot of a crazy atmosphere, and they fight hard. But I expect my girls to fight back just as well. I think we're going to do what we do. We have 9 freshmen, so we're pretty young this year. However, even though we're young, our IQ is really high. But I think that if we just stay balanced and do the things that we've been taught, we'll be okay.
You got 1 senior. You're really young. 9 freshmen, really young and inexperienced. But what do you as head coach look for in an early season game like this? Do you look for growth, development? What are you looking for from your side?
I'm looking for growth from every game. We take one game at a time, and I think that each game we learn something different. We make mistakes, but it's just as long as we don't make the same mistakes continuously, I think that's where I feel like we're going to continue to grow and be a great top 10 team.
One thing you're going to emphasize tonight in order to get this dub against Central?
Aggression. We got to come and we got to bring it and we got to accept it.
Aggression it shall be. Coach Ashley Franklin, good luck to you tonight.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more of our pregame broadcast. Stay with us on Glycod.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
You cannot depend on Carl to make peace with his seatbelt. Or on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup?
Or on Stephanie's perfect parking spot to stay perfect. But you can depend on their car starting because they have Interstate batteries. Interstate batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Blinds Direct, not just blinds. Blinds Direct, not just blinds.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night from Glycod.
And welcome back to DuPont Manual High School, where the Lady Crimson are ready to take on the visiting Central Yellow Jackets. And alongside the Hall of Fame coach, Mark Evans, I'm Paul Najar. And Mark, we've got our inside the game looks here right now for this game. What do you have for the visiting Central Yellow Jackets?
Well, for the visitors, Paul, what basically I have is life without Destiny Jones. You know, they lost a great one off of last year's team. She graduated. She was a leader, great heart, great player, great rebounder.
Yes, she was.
Double-digit scorer.
Double-digit rebounder.
Double-digit rebounder. So to me, you know, one of the main inside looks going to be the new roles and the opportunities that open up. Know Deshaun well. He does an excellent job. He's got some youth on this team and kind of a blend mix, but we'll see who can step up and, you know, and fill that big void, or how many people can fill that big void of losing Destiny.
Yeah.
Probably the other thing is right now so far they only have a couple kids scoring in double figures. They played some good competition down in Tennessee and a few other places. You know, Butler's probably been the best around here that they played so far.
And they took care of them.
And they took care of them quite easily, actually.
Which is a surprise.
You know, once again, the question is going to be, and we'll get to see tonight against a good Manual team, is who's going to step up for Deshaun? You know, how well will they handle all that pressure that they're going to get?
And that's the inside look to tonight's game from the Central Yellow Jackets, and it's presented by Blinds Direct. Looking for the best in home decor? At Blinds Direct, they offer custom blinds, wallpaper, and more. Proudly serving Louisville for over 30 years. Visit blindsdirect.com for more. And now our inside look for the Manual Crimsons, brought to you by Blinds Direct.
Yeah, you know, as you see on the screen, it's they're young and they're unproven, but they have a lot of potential. I think Ashley was a great player, great energy kid, and I think that's her coach way back when I coached, and her players play like her with a lot of fight, a lot of feistiness. So I think they have some great young talent. So we'll have to see. So far, they've only played a couple games. Be honest with you, the competitions haven't been that steep, so we'll see if they can still score in that 70s clip in a tougher game. 9
freshmen, 1 senior on this squad. Right. She's looking for aggression tonight, so we'll see. Those are your inside looks brought to you by Blinds Direct. We'll be back with more from our pregame perch here high atop the gym at DuPont Manual High School. Stay with us on Glycod.
Blinds Direct, not just blinds. Blinds Direct, not just blinds.
You cannot depend on Carl to make peace with his seatbelt.
Today.
Or on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup?
Or on Stephanie's perfect parking spot to stay perfect. But you can depend on their car starting because they have Interstate batteries. Interstate batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville. You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night from Glycod.
Mark Evans with Glycod here, speaking to a great friend of mine from the past a little bit, Deshaun, that is the head coach of the Yellow Jackets, and we have this game tonight against Manual, the Crimsons of Manual. And I guess, Deshaun, start the season off, this is kind of the kickoff for us getting together and seeing each other. I guess the first question I'd have to ask you is how's Life Without Destiny this year? How's that been?
Life Without Destiny is it's quite different from a while. Not used to, just having somebody just dominating rebounds. She was definitely defensive anchor for us. She brought a ton of energy. She demands double team. So it's quite different. But I have a couple kids that kind of make up the slack for that. So like I said, it's been different, but it's manageable now.
Yeah, I saw we had some double-digit scores. I think one's averaging 21. I know you haven't played a lot of ball games yet, but you've played some decent teams. I know you just beat Butler, I believe, and I think that was probably the toughest game that you've probably had so far. Scoring a lot of points, doing a real nice job like always. What else about your team? How do you like to play, or how are they set up to play?
It's kind of almost like game to game to who we playing. As you know me, I like to get up and down pressing and in your face and type of defense. So just kind of take a different approach each and every game. Kind of do what I do early, see how the game feels, and then we'll make adjustments as we go. But we like to be in your face. We like to press. We like to score a lot of points. We like to shoot threes. But our brand is physical basketball, so we trying to bring that physicality to every game. That's kind of our strong suit because I have big, tough, strong young ladies, and also I got some strong young guards. So kind of the physical type of team that we are, but it's clean physical. So we kind of keep it in between the lines. So we play a very tough, demanding schedule as well. As you say, Butler was our tough schedule, but we had a first tough game. Second game was versus a top Tennessee team, which has 2 D1s on the team, which we lost by 5. So I like the way we play. I like our style we play. we just kind of clean up some little things. I have young guards. I have a young freshman guard that you referred to, who's averaging 21. So she's been a delight. I think she can be another big prize player here at Central for the next 4 years. So, but yeah, she got some complementary players that also does a lot for her. So as a freshman, she don't have to do much besides just score the basketball. So I got some good seniors that help her out with Kennedy Russell at the helm, averaging 13, 7 and 7 rebounds and 7 assists. So, she already had 2 double-doubles this year. So with rebounds and assists. So like I said, we got some pieces. We just got to figure out how well we play together, and also they like each other a lot. So I think that kind of helps out a ton.
Makes life a lot better. That's
yes,
for sure.
Definitely.
No drama is a good thing.
No drama. I don't have none of that. No.
Yeah, I never had much either.
Yeah.
But I have a lot of respect for you, Deshaun.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I really, really look forward to seeing you. I was excited when I got this game tonight. So look forward to seeing you kids. And I know as the year goes on, they're going to get better and better and better.
Yes, that's always a plan. That's always the plan.
Thank you, Deshaun. Appreciate you.
Go ahead. Pour it on. As thick as you want to. Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering. Serving up the tastiest ribs, chicken, brisket, brown sugar sticky wings, mutton and ham. Always served to you fresh and so good, it'll make you say,
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, 7508 Preston Highway.
Holy smokes!
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a side of ranch.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech 24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time while I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by the Kentucky Army National Guard. Serve your country while going to school or work full-time. Find your fit at nationalguard.com.
And welcome back to DuPont Manual High School at Butch Charmely Gym here on the campus downtown, right across the street from the University of Louisville. I want to remind everyone this broadcast is authorized by DuPont Manual High School with production rights owned by Glycod Media. Our aim is to provide the most positive representation for all participating student athletes, coaches, and game personnel. We want to thank you for watching and listening, if that is your choice. We're going to come back. We'll have starting lineups when we return and tip-off straight ahead. Stay with us on Glycod.
check it. Ooh.
Need a better battery? Get an Interstate battery. Outrageously dependable.
Should have had an Interstate.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
From Glycon, it's UA Local 502 Louisville Basketball Game Night. UA Local 502, they do it right the first time. Tonight's game is brought to you by Tinsley Family Concessions, commitment to quality. The Army National Guard, where the next greatest generation is now. German American Bank, building our community together. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust. IBEW Local 369, power up your potential. Blunt Dental Group, straightforward smiles. State Farm Insurance Agent Mike Shelton. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And Holy Smokes Barbecue. Now courtside for all the action from Glycon on UA Local 502 Louisville Basketball Game Night.
And welcome back. As we can see here, we just finished our national anthem, and we're ready for the starting lineups for the host 2-0 Manual Crimsons and the visiting 3-1 Yellow Jackets of Central High School. And for Central, you'll have Zia Velez-Smith, a freshman guard. She wears number 0. She'll have number 2 beside her, Kennedy Russell, a 5'5" senior. And next to her, we'll have number 11, Rania Bell, a 5'9" junior. One of the forwards will be 25, that is Kristen Stone. Kristen Stone is a 5'8" senior. And then at center, I believe it's number 20. Which one is it? 23. Yes. Sierra Rudolph, a 6-foot junior. Now for the Manual Crimson. The starters, number 4, Electra Lovely Tolbert, a 5'4" senior, the only senior on the roster. At guard, number 1, Takenzie Young, a 5'5" freshman. Also at guard, or at forward, number 12, Kendall Hemmerly, 5'11" sophomore. At guard, number 13, Alicia Menorum, 5'8" freshman. And the final starter, number 24, combo guard forward, 5'7" junior, Brooklyn Davis, for head coach Ashley Franklin. So here we go. Mark, 2 good games last year. It was an overtime game in the regular season. Then in the LIT, Central lost that overtime game, 60-55. And in the LIT, Central got the win.
Yeah, I think both teams are really well coached, Paul. It's a very young team for Central this year. A relatively young team also for Manual, DuPont Manual. They're very young, and I should have said Central's close to it. But I look for an exciting game. I think there's going to be up and down and a lot of good stuff to watch.
The Manual Crimsons, Lady Crimsons, ready for tip. They're in their home white uniforms with the red numbers and letters. They win the tip. They're moving left to right. And Central in their man-to-man defense. Oh, no, that was a little matchup zone, but into the lane. What a sweet maneuver there. Takenzie Young That doesn't look like a freshman to me, Mark. That was a great move.
Very quick, used her left hand really well. Pretty little pull-up in the paint.
And there's the pressure defense, what Coach Franklin wanted to see. She said, we want to play aggressive tonight. In her pregame interview, emphasized that. Aggressive, aggressive, aggressive.
Well, that's the only way that Ashley knows how to play. I coached against her. I know how she plays.
You did. And
loved her.
What a
great
player.
Respect for her, and a lot of fun to be part of her time in high school.
Absolutely. And they've got a little matchup zone out in the perimeter, 1-2-2.
Yeah, 1-2-2 or 3-2, something like that.
Oh, but they left that one alone, and the big lefty, Sierra Rudolph, the 6-foot junior, drains a three.
Little 2-2-1 by Central on the press after the make.
And then Mackenzie Young takes it to the rack, gets fouled. She had a player open on the low block, but she thought better of it. Probably a good decision because the defense was getting back.
Well, I think the rotation by Deshawn's team was really good to take away the weak side block. So she just took it strong to the basket and earns herself 2 at the free throw line.
Mackenzie Young with her 3rd point of the game as she hits that free throw. She has all 3 for Manual so far. And Young can't get the second one to go. Rebound comes down to the Yellow Jackets, and they get their offense moving to the front court. It is matchup man here. And there is the cross-court pass stolen away by Brooklyn Davis. And Davis loses that one out of bounds. Two-2-1 from Manual now. 3-quarter court pressure. It's what we played when I played in high school, Mark, and boy, were we effective with it.
Yeah, that's also the way I coached, Paul. We played a lot of 1-2-2 and 2-2-1 and mixed them up and kept the fronts odd and even. So we've seen a lot of this.
And nice drive into the lane. Up the shot, off the rim, no good. Saved. And in play, it comes to Mackenzie Young behind the back dribble. She's going to go to the rack. Stop, pop, drop. Mackenzie Young has all 5 for the Crimson.
Well, so far, Central needs to work on stopping the ball, or at least force them to the outside a little bit, because she's hurt them, against the pressure.
Whew. That is a confident young lady. Got to think that her head coach, Ashley Franklin, played a lot like that when she was young.
She did. She looked a lot like that, too. Extremely quick, and she could shoot it, though. She could shoot. She could make free throws. She's an all-around excellent player. I think she finished her career at Western Kentucky.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah. She started at a place probably shouldn't have went to, and then ended up at Western and had a good career. Good girl. Great person.
And that cross court against the zone gets a free 3, but that one from Velez Smith, no good. There's a length of the court pass. Connection, but stood up there. Number 12, Kendall Hemmerly, the sophomore, lost it out of bounds, but it was off of Central, so Manual retains possession.
Yeah, they got a putback on the other side, though. Central did.
Oh, they did get the putback. I'm sorry.
They sure
it's
did
all
on the
5
rebound.
apiece on the rebound. There we go. And right there on the inbounds play, a very nice job. Brooklyn Davis underneath on the low block.
We used to call that split, and you get that weak side block a lot, and Ashley knows that.
Oh, and they get it inside. Nifty pass there. Inside to the big one. 25, that is Kristen Stone. Kristen Stone, the 5'8 senior, on the moves. And good steal. All the way to the rim, but blocked. Young did not like getting stolen there, and that was Kennedy Russell.
Well, Paul, Central didn't do a very good job that time of getting somebody to the middle, so they somewhat left number 1 out on an island, and they turned her and took the ball away from her, but she's quick enough to take it back.
She got it, yeah. So now Kennedy Russell will put it in play. Yeah. She goes opposite corner, and Velez Smith can't get it, but the rebound comes down to Stone. Stone gets it back. She goes up strong with it to Mackenzie Young with her first foul. And Stone will go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, Coach Pendleton teaches tough basketball, but it's always clean, tough basketball. Really likes to be physical, and you can already tell it's paying some dividends for him.
Kristen Stone to the line, tied up at 7. And she makes it a 1-point lead for the Yellow Jackets. Good form, good finish, and Stone hits them both. And it's a 2-point lead for the visiting Yellow Jackets.
Back to the 2-2-1. Deshaun loves to press and mix his defenses, as well as Ashley does too.
And there they have a chance, but deflected away. Love those deflections. And deflected away by Sierra Rudolph, and not 3 by Velez Smith. Zia Velez Smith with 3, and there's a 5-point lead. And here come the Crimsons. A 3 of their own, other end of the floor, no good. And it goes back out to Kenzie Young. Good rebounding position there by
Central's remaining a man-to-man.
Bracken. Young goes in, can't get it, gets her own rebound on the putback, can't get it to go. She'll go to the line for 2. So that was Bracken, number 11, the 5'4" freshman, mixing it up inside to get that rebound. And then Young went to the rack, missed, and then got her own rebound. She hits the first, and in for the Crimsons.
Well, she's running the one for them and running there really well. And she averages 3 rebounds a game, so we know she can get in there and get offensive rebounds after watching that. And finish free throws, except for the last one.
Missed that one?
Yeah.
But back in the game is Brooklyn Davis.
Man-to-man defense.
Looks like on a miss, they're playing that man-to-man. Top of the key. Now they move back. And there's a good hand in there by Hemmerly. And they come away with the steal.
Yeah, Central likes to set that high screen and run that pick and roll like so many teams do today.
And that, no need for a high screen there. That's Alicia Mangrum.
Yeah.
Mangrum, 5'8" freshman, puts it down for the Crimson. Right back. Yeah. That was Stone. I'm sorry, that was Rudolph who missed the 3. There's Young. She goes in for the layup, but she's called for the charge. That's a tough one there, but...
Yeah, it definitely was a tough one because, you know, to be quite honest, I think she had her shoulder turned into the basket, but it's a quick call, so, you know.
Yeah. And here come the Yellow Jackets trying to break this pressure. Just like the way the IQ of this young Manual team, both teams actually, the way they play their defense, but geez, that is one heck of a take by Zia Velez Smith, a
just
freshman.
Matching up 2-1-2 right now, trying to take the middle away from Manual, just a different look.
Hemmerly goes to the rim and she gets it up and good. A great saving pass there by Brooklyn Davis. Hemmerly is the beneficiary. She takes it to the rack. Down the middle of the lane for 2. 2 freshmen right here. This is going to be a great matchup for the next 4 years.
Yes, it is.
And there's the block by Rudolph. Rudolph goes all the way and she won't. Or I'm sorry, that's Davis, Brooklyn Davis. Sorry. Brooklyn Davis with the travel. And we have a timeout here on the floor. We're going to take a timeout as well. It's a 30-second timeout. Stay with us. We're back on Glycod.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, You know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night from Glycon.
It's Louisville Basketball Game Night tonight. We are glad to bring you a doubleheader here. The DuPont Manual Crimson's hosting the Central Yellow Jackets here in a doubleheader. And alongside the Hall of Famer, Mark Evans, I'm Paul Najar. And Mark, we were talking off air how impressive this start has been. It's a one-point game, but both teams rather young, but boy, they good basketball IQ here.
Well, they play almost identical styles. Both coaches like to get up and go. Both coaches like to press. I'm just really impressed with the ball movement when they do break pressure and how they're finding the open shooters.
And it's just really neat to see. There's Vela Smith, the freshman. She loses the handle, but she turns around, puts it up and in for two. As we approach the last minute and a half of this game, and there's a steal. Vela Smith gets the three. Zia with the three up. And now it's a 6-point lead just like that, and another turnover. That steal into the hands of Sierra Rudolph. She gets it up court. The layup attempt no good. Stone with the putback. Kristen Stone can't get it to go, and rebound comes down to Alicia Mangrum. And there's going to be a timeout from Manual. I think Coach Franklin needs to talk to them for a minute.
Well, I think that was a good call by Ashley, without a doubt. Coach Pendleton changed his press up a little bit and started taking away the middle and played a 2-1-2 instead of a 2-2-1. Took away her middle release, and they've turned it over ever since.
We have time for a 30? Yes, we do. Tim, take it away, buddy. We'll be back with more on Glycon.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
You're watching.
And you are watching Louisville Basketball Game Night. And after that timeout, Manual with possession. Coach Ashley Franklin getting her team settled. It's zone defense from Central, or it's a box and one.
It's a 1-2-2, Paul.
Yeah.
It's just a 1-2-2, looking maybe to trap the corners.
They got the steal, but up ahead, that pass from Michaela Bond could not connect to the target. So
excellent coaching job, just changing up on breaks and after timeouts. They're always trying to keep that other coach on their heels.
It can, and if you don't have a veteran squad, that if you're playing a young squad, it's always good to do that because it takes time for them to recognize.
Absolutely.
There's the long three, one pass and the three, no good. Rebound. The Crimsons in trouble there. Brooklyn Davis held ball, and that goes possession to the Yellow Jackets. Good crowd filing in here for this early game, the first of two. We'll have the boys game following this one.
I expect a great crowd, Paul. I think this is a rivalry over time, you know, and people come out and see their kids and see their friends.
And there's a travel.
Back-to-back turnovers. They lost possession of the ball and went in with Manual, and then Central did them a favor and turned it over for them.
And I think that's 4 in a row. I think it's 2 from Manual and 2 from Central. So we've had some good defense, we'll say.
Yeah. Now Deshaun's dropping out of the 1-2-2 and falling back into a 2-3. Another look against the young point guard and young team.
Exactly. It goes at a high post opposite to Young. And there, way out 3 off the rim. No good. That was Electra Lovely Tolbert, who took that one for Manual, and there you turn it over, 3rd in a row. But Manual not gaining any traction, Mark, as they're still down 6 after a flurry of a layup and then a 3-pointer from Central.
Well, Manual's had a little bit of a hard time trying to solve the change in defenses. You know, they've, I mean, like we said, it's all for the right reasons, and it can mess the team up.
This looks to be a 1-3-1.
Yeah, they're in a 1-3-1 set against a 2-3, which is extremely common. Key is being able to move the ball.
And they could not move the ball quick enough to get that layup to go before the end of the first quarter. Buzzer sounds. It's a 6-point lead for the Central Yellow Jackets. We'll be back with more right here on Glycod.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville. You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night from Glycod.
Welcome back. Welcome back to DuPont Manual's Butch Charmol Gym. Charmoli Gym. There we go. On the campus of Manual High School here is across the street from the University of Louisville, and there is a travel, and Manual having a struggle to find opportunities to score. And that's Bailey Fetcher, a 5'7" sophomore. She wears number 35 into the game for Manual.
Yeah, it's a lot of forces against the zone, Paul. I'd like to see the Crimsons reverse the ball and swing it from side to side of the corner so they get some good open look.
Looking inside for Jamari Oliver, the 6-foot sophomore. She couldn't handle that one, a little too tall for her. And Crimson haven't scored since about the 3.5-minute mark of the first quarter. 4-minute mark, actually. They get it inside, kick it out. There's your reversal, and the three, no good. Rebound, Moore for the rebound, but coming away with it is the Yellow Jackets. Kennedy Russell takes it to the rack, the senior, coast to coast, after she got that steal.
It's a good thing she had long legs, Paul, because she had to use every bit of them on that long stride.
Oh, yeah. There's some contact. No call. Ball out of bounds off the foot of Zia Velez-Smith. Back in is Mackenzie Young for the Crimson. Lady Crimsons down 8. The scoring drop now about Paul. 5 minutes.
Central looks to be man on the inbound play.
Yes, they are. And interesting, no screening at all. There's a three off the mark. That was taken by Mangrum, Alicia Mangrum, 5'8" freshman. Nice take to the rack. Can't get it to drop, and that will be a foul on Kristen Stone. Stone with the foul. It was Renea Bell, the 5'9" junior, who took it to the rim strong, couldn't get it to fall.
I think Manual's in kind of a tough spot right now because they need to.
What do you think they're talking about down there, Ashley and the official there?
I have no idea. Only thing I was going to say, though, is Manual's starting to ball hang after misses, and it's really opening the court up for Central.
Yeah, I know Ashley Franklin, head coach at Manual, is not happy. Her team took a lot of contact on that last possession. 2 different players, but she wants that explanation. Oh, they get it inside on a nice cut, but can't convert. And there's a tie up there. That's Jamari Oliver. She wears 34. I don't know who wears 35. We didn't have that number on our roster for Central. So we'll have to check that and see who that is. 34 is Jamari Oliver.
Yeah, Manuel's just picking up in full court man at this point in time, trying to pressure Central into some turnovers. Another high screen set, actually a stagger double.
And good hands there, down on the ground to Kenzie Young. She gets it to her teammate, gets it right back to Young. Young's going to bring it up court, stick it around these guards. She goes right wing. The three is launched, no good. Rebound comes down. The Crimson keep possession. That was Alicia Mangrum with the rebound. The errant shot there by Electra Lovely Tolbert. In the middle, Young, her little 8-footer, no good. She gets her own rebound, puts it up with a left hand, and that ends about a 6.5-minute scoring drought for the Crimson.
Well, Young steps up again, though, makes a big offensive rebound. I mean, she's the most active kid on the court right now for the Crimson.
She knew exactly where it went. As soon as it left her hand, she scooted around the box out, went to the left block, and caught that rebound, put it up with a nice left-handed layup.
Manuel's doing flash by committee right now against that 2-3 zone down there, so we'll see how that goes.
And Zia Velez-Smith says, take that. Freshman on freshman. She is hitting. That's her second three of the night.
Very smooth, good rhythm, nice follow through, and a lot of confidence in it. Shooting's about rhythm, and she's had good rhythm so far in her shot.
And a terrific form and follow through. Cross court, into the corner. The three there, no good. Moore for the rebound. Good battle. Crimson tie up. It'll go to Central. That three was taken by Brooklyn Davis, and with the rebound, Bailey Fetcher fought hard for that one.
Manuel.
Oh,
yeah.
Central got the last one. So it's Manuel. Okay, because it was after the first half. We got a timeout here. We're going to take a timeout ourselves when we come back. More second quarter action. Stay with us on Glycod.
Not just blinds. Blinds Direct, not just blinds.
Glycod on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycod.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night from Glycod.
Louisville Basketball Game Night here at Butch Charmley Gym on the campus of DuPont Manual High School. The Central Yellow Jackets out to a 24-15 lead midway through the second quarter. Mark Evans, impressive start for this Central side.
Well, I think the difference in the game so far has been all the changes that Deshaun has brought to the table defensively. He's created some turnovers and some easy baskets. But this last time down by the Crimsons, they did a much better job against the 2-3 of reversing the ball. They might not have hit the three, but what they did get was a weak side rebound and a tie-up and the ball back. And so it all fits into one thing. So
they can maintain possession, keep getting touches, see how they can operate.
Absolutely. And Ashley gets it. I mean, she knows the game, and she'll keep making adjustments as Deshaun. So we're seeing two very good coaches do a nice job with their teams this early in the year.
I'll tell you, we got to see Sacred Heart, 4-time winning state champion. Oh, boy. And there's a one-on-one move, but terrific defense from Sierra Rudolph. It just flummoxed DuPont Manual's Alicia Mangrum, and she loses it out of bounds off her leg.
Well, you're talking about Sacred Heart, Paul. It took Sacred Heart to put Central out last year.
It took everything they had.
And then it took Sacred Heart to put Manual out, and that was a really close one till the very end.
Both teams are just, an impressive back and forth for early December. Into the corner it goes. Good high right, Rudolph against the man-to-man defense. Oh, and there's a near steal. Velez-Smith into the lane. What a smooth player.
It was a great job by Young, though, talking about freshman, jumping the gap and almost had to steal. She just got it taken back away from him.
And that three, in and out, no good. Rebound comes down to Hemmerly. Hemmerly gets fouled, and she'll go to the line for two. And as you looked at that play there, you saw Young crash the boards, and as a freshman, she got one foul. You could see the frustration. They've missed a bunch of threes, and she went after that rebound. Probably got a little too much body, but she didn't get called. Hemmerly, her teammate, brings it down, and she gets 2 free throws.
Well, you're down there working hard. You're fighting for offensive rebounds. Keeping the ball alive is half the battle, and she was able to do that for her teammate, and it paid off.
Paid off with 1 free throw. They'll look to hit another here. Kennedy Russell checks in. And that one's short, tipped out, but tracked down by Velez Smith. She looks, she just decides to take it to the rack, and the running one-hander from the low block. Wow.
Well, that's an art. It's also an opportunity for somebody to take a charge, but, you know, the young lady was set, she was there, but, you know, the call wasn't made, and it was too quick to really know.
Velez Smith with another 2. The Crimson have only scored, I think, 3 points. They were stuck on 13 for a long time, and that 3 no good. There's Young with the rebound. I think she'd like to be on the shooting end of those threes rather than the rebounding. Is that one off? Rebound Hemmerly, no good. And there will be a tie-up, and it goes down to Central. So good aggression on the boards by Manuel.
Yeah, but a lot of settling for the 3, I do believe, Paul. But that might be their MO. That might be what they do and do well, and that's what they're going to do. That and middle flashes against the 2-3.
You know, or like the University of Louisville, they got to figure out if you don't make threes, you got to stop shooting them. Because a missed basket is a missed basket is a missed basket. I don't care if it's from 2 feet or 25 feet. Make baskets. Well, that's the name of the game.
It's depleted.
And if your brain's wired, and I'm speaking more of Louisville, good defense there. The steal comes out to Young, but they know these aren't bad looks, and these young ladies can hit these shots.
Yeah,
there's another, and they can't get it to go. I mean, Central does have some size inside, but. Good job from Manuel with the rebounding, and there is a steps violation there.
Yeah, but back to Louisville, Paul, when you're depleted as much as they are in the inside game, they're going to have a rough road through that.
Well, you've got a 6'11" player who's well over 20 years old, who's played forever, and he's got to understand that if you're 6'11" and you're shooting less than 15% from 3, not a good idea to shoot the ball.
He's not got it. He's not got it yet. I don't think he's going to get it this year. I don't think that's it.
Yeah, you got to use your 6'11" size for something else. And how about that size being used there? Alicia Mangrum, the 5'8" freshman. Mangrum gets the 2.
Keeping it at 10. They needed that one.
Yes, they did. Oh, sweet one hand with the left, but the runner doesn't go. The rebound tipped away, and there is Jamari Oliver with the putback.
Just second effort, just great second effort. Got the ball back, had a good awareness where she was under the basket, and finished.
Yes, she did. Back down for the Crimson. Hemmerly with the short baseline 12-footer. Gosh, I like that form, Mark. That's a good-looking shot.
Baselines are tough, but she has it down pretty well.
And so is a running one-hander from like 8 feet on the right side. Yeah. Kennedy Russell.
Might want to try to take away her left hand from the left side a little bit.
A good kick out for the 3. And finally, one gets down for Mangrum. Mangrum feeling it. She's got a 2 and a 3 back-to-back. Under a minute to play in this second quarter. Oh, they might have had a travel there, but Central maintains. Kennedy Russell, 45 seconds left, and look at this long-range three, no good. That was Renia Bell. Up ahead, Hemmerly, and there is the bucket and some harm. This Russell going to be called for the block.
And an and-one opportunity, Paul.
And this could be a little 8-0 run for the Crimson. The Crimson were up 13-12. It's been a 20-12 run from Central. It's more like 20-4, and then this could be the 8th straight point, and it is for the Crimsons. They're down 6 now. Half minute to play. First half.
That's just
They're
dropping
going
off.
box and one
Trying to
now.
go zone, yeah.
They were going box and one, but Kennedy Russell knew what to do with it. Get to the middle of the lane and hit that jumper. 15-footer goes down. 8-point lead. Cross court it goes. Corner, Hemmerly three. Oh, that was blocked. And it hit out of bounds. Okay, great hustle play by Zia Velez-Smith to knock that out of Hemmerly's hand.
The ball game number 3, Michaela Bond.
In Michaela Moss, number 3.
Oh, great
Michaela
play.
Bond, but a great play inside. And there to finish was Alicia Mangrum. She gets the bucket and a foul.
Well, that's the problem with man-to-man underneath like that. They follow their player out and do a back cut, and they're wide open under the basket.
A Mangrum three, a 3-point play from Hemmerly, and now Mangrum hit the layup. Well, she had a layup to start this run, and it's 11-2 run for the Crimson. 5, and the long two from Russell is short, and we are almost at the end of the quarter, 9/10 of a second, almost the end of the first half. And that is it. An 11-2 run to close out the first half brings the Crimsons a little closer, just a 5-point deficit against the visiting Yellow Jackets. Pretty good run there.
Well,
to
they
finish.
had, I think the same young lady did the same thing, but the Crimson had 2 back-to-back 3-point plays. So,
and a three-pointer from
they had a three-pointer, a back-to-back 3-point plays, and they hit their free throws. So that was 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
There
9
you
straight.
go.
Quick.
And quick is right. Hey, this quick Yellow Jackets team looks to extend the lead. We'll talk more about this first half when we return. Halftime programming coming straight ahead. Stay with us on Glycod.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech 24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Tech 24, a commercial food service repair company. UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time. While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Welcome to Holy Smokes Barbecue.
At Holy Smokes Barbecue, our pitmasters smoke up mouth-watering ribs, chicken, brisket, mutton, and more. From sandwiches to full dinners, with a complete list of sides and desserts. Holy Smokes Barbecue. Just tell them that the man in the big white hat sent you.
Order up.
How's the pork chop taste?
It's pretty good. It's the best one I've ever had.
Holy Smokes Barbecue. Tell them the man in the big white hat sent you.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
Rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Tinsley Family Concessions, a tradition of corporate excellence and community service. For more, visit tfcfamily.com.
Welcome back to DuPont Manual High School's Butch Charmely Gym. And alongside Mark Evans, the Hall of Fame coach, I'm Paul Najar. And a good first half, the Manual Crimson trailing the visiting Central Yellow Jackets 34-29. Want to say that tonight's, because we're playing so early, we don't have any scores yet. Tonight's scoreboard, though, is presented by Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering. Tell them the man in the big white hat sent you. 7508 Preston Highway. Holy Smokes Barbecue, 502-968-5657. As we mentioned, we are here at the half, 34-29. The Central lead is 5. We're going to take another halftime break. We'll come back with our halftime stats and preview the second half when we return. Stay with us on Glycod.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
UA UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
You cannot depend on Carl to make peace with his seatbelt.
Today.
Or on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup?
Or on Stephanie's perfect parking spot to stay perfect. But you can depend on their car starting because they have Interstate batteries. Interstate batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Innovation is what allowed us to reach for the stars. And now, to reach for the ignition without changing your oil for what feels like forever. Introducing Oil Guard, a Ferris exclusive. This innovative Vanguard oil system lets you go 5 times longer between oil changes. Along with Ferris's patented suspension system, you'll cut faster, mow longer, and reduce maintenance.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night from Glycon.
Welcome back to Butch Charmely Gym on the campus of DuPont Manual High School. The Crimsons hosting the Central Yellow Jackets in a doubleheader tonight. The girls first on the docket. The visiting Yellow Jackets up 5, 34-29 at the half, and we're going to take a look at halftime stats brought to you by German American Bank. Support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for more info. All right, Mark, what do we got?
All right, I'll start, Paul, with the Yellow Jackets. Let's look at field goal percentage first. They're shooting 56%. They're getting some good shots. They made some big shots.
14 to 25.
14 to 25. Very, very good. As far as the three-point range goes, they're looking at 5 of 14 for 36%. Once again,
pretty good.
Good. Yep. And free throws, you can't get any better. You can just get more. They're 2 of 2 for 100%.
And 11 turnovers. And now for the as we start the second half, and we'll get to the Crimson here in a minute, as the Yellow Jackets come out in a zone defense still. That odd front zone, 3-2, 1-2-2, but a good job getting it inside. Hemmerly finds Mangrum for the layup. Excellent job, and there's a quick steal. Right back, and can she get it to go? Yes, she can. That is Mackenzie Young. The steal from her backcourt mate. That was a very quick turnaround. Electra Lovely Tolbert got the steal and got it right to Young for the layup. On a great pass against that zone, it went to the high post to Hemmerly. She turned and found on the low block. She found Mangrum as Mackenzie Young finishes three-point play. Mark, we got a tie game.
Well, I'll tell you what, I mean, the Crimsons has really turned on, and that first play out of half, I think Ashley made the call. I think she guessed what she was going to see, and she had the perfect play call, and they executed in a perfect way.
Absolutely. 4 good passes, and down the lane goes Kennedy Russell. She can't hit that to go. Here comes Hemmerly, a high arcing shot. No good. Rebound comes way out, and it's knocked out of bounds by Mackenzie Young off the hand of Russell. Young knocked it out of bounds, couldn't quite control that one. And here comes Renia Bell. She gets it in to Russell.
Just a pressure man-to-man.
Young makes her goes left, but she finds a wide open. Oh boy, Kristen Stone on the block. Kristen Stone couldn't get that one to go. Young kicks it right. Mangrum looks at a shot, crosses over into the lane, hop step, no good. Rebound off of Mangrum as she knocked it out of the hands of Sierra Rudolph. So we want to catch up with those Crimson first half stats. 10 turnovers, I know that.
Yeah, absolutely. Crimson's 11 of 23 for 48%. 1 of 20 from 3, though. That's a big one for 5%. And they were 3 of 9 from the free throw line for 33%. But they had a great end of the second half, the first half, with a lot of scoring.
And they got a great start to the second quarter. Here comes Young on the deflection. And she lays it up and good. Brooklyn Davis with the overplay on the block. She deflected it. Teammate Young picks it up, and Young goes coast to coast.
Yeah, Manual looks like a different team this second half. They have an air of confidence about them.
They really didn't know what to do with those different zone looks. And now, after trailing by as many as 12 in the first half, late in the second quarter, they come back, but there is a finish by Kristen Stone.
Excellent response. Came right off the screen and rolled right to the basket. Perfect pass and perfect finish. Looks like a 1-2-2 now.
That 1-2-2 defeated there. That is Brooklyn Davis. Quiet in the first half. She's already making her presence felt with a 3 and a steal, or a deflection to a steal. And that foul is on number 20, London Bibb, a junior, the forward. Bibb with her first. It's her first action of the game tonight.
Man-to-man on the inbound play. Get a little sag by 13, which is probably smart.
Boy, I was always the guy to tell everyone when they're playing man, got to see the ball, see the ball, see the ball. As my guys would forget really quickly.
I think it's tough to do, Paul.
I did too.
We played a lot of triangle too on the inbounds plays.
Yep.
I don't want to get burned by inbounds plays, and we never switched quick enough or did what I felt like we needed to do.
And there, that pass stolen away right out of the hands by Mangrum. Here comes Young.
And that's 3 turnovers already for Central start of the half.
Oh, and Mangrum tried to one-hand pass through the defense, and she couldn't get it to go. Tangled up there. Sierra Rudolph with the ball. Russell behind the back. She's getting hounded by Young. Russell kicks it way out. Oh, and that one's blocked. And who gets the recipient of that? That is Davis. Brooklyn Davis turning it on here for the Crimson. It's a 30-second timeout. Mark, we're going to take a break as well, because I think that should go to a full. Nope, just a 30. So we'll take a break. We'll return. Stay with us on Glycod.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Tech24, a commercial food service repair company. Find out how you can train for a rewarding career and earn top pay and benefits by visiting mytech24.com.
And welcome back. DuPont Manual up to a 12-2 run to start this second half, Mark.
Yeah, I mean, just a different air of confidence about him, no doubt about it. You can just feel it.
And it's Brooklyn Davis. That defense, that's her third deflection of this second quarter, of this third quarter. Third deflection. She's hit a couple of shots, a 3, a 2. She's doing it all. She's come alive here for head coach Ashley Franklin.
Yeah, Coach Franklin played great defense herself on ball. Not surprising that her team has come out, amped up the defense as it has, and created a great opportunity.
And a terrific anticipatory look. Lovely Tolbert. I wanted to say it was a lovely steal by Lovely Tolbert, but I couldn't get that out. And then it was a great effort from Davis, but she kicked it. She did when she was trying to corral that on the ground.
Yeah, almost the 5th turnover for Central.
Wow.
To only one so far by the Crimsons the start of the half, halfway through the third quarter.
We're not even halfway through this third quarter, and it's a 14-2 run.
They flirted with danger that time. They almost
there's
went over
a block,
the back.
but it comes down to the low block. That block shot by Brooklyn Davis. She has now turned it up and turned it on everywhere. But Michaela Bond was there on the opposite block. She got the rebound, put back foul. She will go to the line for 2.
Well, Brooklyn Davis is just all around great. She does a nice job. She almost averages double-double. Doing really well with her game tonight. You know, it's really been a game changer, her being on the lineup.
Michaela Bond gets that one to go. As Hemmerly checks in for Mackenzie Young. And that rebound comes down to Mangrum. Up ahead, Hemmerly looking. She drives to the elbow, traveling.
Central got him a turnover out of that. On the missed free throw, they still stayed in the press, and sometimes that's difficult to do, but it paid off.
Indeed it did. And quick turnaround there to Michaela Bond. Bond gets it out to Russell. They've got Velez Smith on the left side, leading scorer in the first half for the Yellow Jackets. Russell finds Velez Smith. Out to Rudolph. Rudolph got a look corner. She's open, and she comes up to the wing to get that one. That's Bond, long on the 3. And that war for the rebound is tied up. Possession arrow stays with the Yellow Jackets. Love the hustle that you're seeing out on this floor, don't you, Mark?
Well, without a doubt. I mean, once again, it's early in the season. I'm not seeing anything but great attitudes out there by both teams. I mean, they just fight and play, but as clean can be.
Velez Smith could not find the mark on that 3. Held ball there on the opposite block. On the rebound and possession to Manuel.
Yeah, it looked like Central's going back to that 2-1-2 press like they were using earlier, but Ashley's countered with putting 2 in the middle, trying to get the ball a little bit quicker.
That's Amaria Pegues, freshman, number 23. She just checked out. And a long pass. Wow, that was up in the air a long time.
It sure was. Good thing they have high ceilings.
Kicks it out. That 3-point attempt, and that is a foul. That 3-pointer from Electra Lovely Tolbert is off, but she gets fouled. That foul was on Velez Smith, Zia Velez Smith, her first, team second. And 3 free throws now for Electra Lovely Tolbert, 5'4" senior, only senior on the roster for this Manual Crimson squad.
One of the youngest good teams I've seen in a long, long time.
Wow. There is talent up and down both of these benches here. 1 through 10 on both sides. And there's 2 for Lovely Tolbert. And we know that Coach Lovely name is a big name from Central Lore. He was a longtime AD and football coach there, right?
Yeah.
Clint Lovely.
Great man, and did a lot of great things for kids.
Oh, yes, he did.
I had the opportunity to meet him many, many times some years ago.
Yes, Lovely Tolbert hits all 3 free throws. It's a 9-point lead now for the Crimson. Right back comes the 3 from Rudolph. She can't hit it. There's a battle. They get it back to the Crimson. And to settle things down, Lovely Tolbert, top of the key. She moves back near midcourt. Oh, there we get that in and out action from Hemmerly. There's Mangrum. She goes down the low, opposite low block. And Hemmerly finds her teammate on the block in the middle, but not able to get that one to go was Bailey Fetcher. Central ball on the held ball.
Yeah, Coach Franklin's made several adjustments against his own. They're able to get a little short corner action, which you like to do against 2-3, and have a cutter to the basket, and they're playing off of each other. Look quite a bit better than they did early in the game, but of course,
I never heard the term short corner until I was a freshman in college. And that three from Velez Smith, no good. Ball bounces, so great seal on the rebound as Mangrum gets it up ahead. Cross court to Lovely Tolbert. Her three off the rim. Look at Davis with the rebound. Brooklyn Davis. Euro step through the lane. They call the travel. There was a hand on the ball. I think Coach Franklin, the official underneath, could not see that. Not much you can do there.
He does a great job. It just couldn't see.
There's a lot of rough physical play inside as Rudolph goes to the deck. She'll shoot two. But there's Ashley Franklin raising her hand, asking for some attention, saying, hey, there's a moving screen going on down there.
A held ball, too.
Yeah, and a held ball before that.
Yeah, but like I said, officials make mistakes, too.
Oh, this isn't on the officials. I'm just saying how competitive this game has been.
Absolutely, but he's one of the best of the best.
They have done a good job tonight, for sure, keeping two very aggressive teams, playing really hard.
Absolutely.
Rudolph hits the second. 8-point lead for the Crimsons. They're going to go against this 2-2-1 now.
Back to the 2-2-1.
They get it to the middle. Hemmerly over to Brooklyn Davis. Brooklyn. She goes around to get it to Mangrum, but she's fouled on that pass. Kristen Stone, number 25 with the foul. Her third, team third. And Michaela Bond checks in. And Renea Bell. Renea Bell checks out. Man-to-man defense on this underneath out of bounds. They go to Hemmerly. Hemmerly loses it, gets it back. She's trapped, gets it outside. There is a short 12-foot jumper from Mangrum, but she couldn't get it to go. And the rebound, is there a foul? There is. Hemmerly with the foul. Her first, team's fourth. And now Central, minute and a quarter to play in the third quarter. Try to figure out this 1-2-2 zone. Look at that. Entry to the wing, can't get there because Davis hands, but they get the deflection only. The layup no good. Rebound, and Rudolph gets the putback. She'll go to the line for two. She missed that one.
Once again, Ashley, Coach Franklin switching defenses and got a turnover out of it.
It was 34-29 at the half to 17-4. A third quarter advantage by Manual. Some great halftime adjustments.
Absolutely.
Rudolph misses the first. And she hits the second. 7-point lead now. It was 9, it was 12 for a little bit. The Crimson trying to extend their lead and turning it over. He can't do it. Oh, stepped out of bounds before she saved it. Close one for Electra Lovely Tolbert.
Yeah, they played a 2-2-1 safety press that time. They kept the back person from taking away sidelines in the middle of the lane.
Up ahead, Sierra Rudolph, right corner three, no good. Rebound comes down. Lovely Tolbert. Electra tried to get it up ahead, and that was knocked out of bounds by Kennedy Russell. Russell moving more to the point now in this half, leaving Zia Velez-Smith. Oh, and she gets the steal. Russell tries to find Stone. Stone can't handle it. Russell still hounding Lovely Tolbert, who gets it ahead to Davis. Davis all the way. Nice crossover for the finish. Brooklyn Davis having a quarter, Mark.
Yes, she is.
Deflections, steals, shots, getting fouls, getting rebounds, and that is the end of the third quarter. A 19-5 advantage in this quarter for Manual gives them a 9-point lead. We'll be back with fourth quarter action. Stay with us on Glycod.
Blunt Dental Group is a high-quality, family-owned dental practice. We are committed to educating our patients, as well as investing in the latest technology to provide more efficient dental care. Our team of licensed dentists and hygienists includes 2010 Male High graduate Tyler Blunt, located in the heart of Linden at 8013 New LaGrange Road, Suite 6. For an appointment, call 502-425-7068 or go online at bluntdentalgroup.com. Blunt Dental Group, straightforward smiles.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night from Glycod.
Welcome back. It's Louisville Basketball Game Night here at DuPont Manual's Butch Charmely Gymnasium. Right across the campus, right across campus from the University of Louisville, alongside Hall of Fame coach Mark Evans. I'm Paul Najar, and Mark, that third quarter impressive from the DuPont Manual Crimsons.
Yeah, they're having some of their top players are really stepping up, Paul.
Oh, but that lazy pass off the inbound to start the fourth quarter, and that was a quick 2. Oh, there's a push. Good job by Hemmerly to come meet that one. But that 2 by Kennedy Russell, and then Kristen Stone gets the call. She fouls to Kenzie Young.
That was one of those, Paul, that the young lady would have fell. It would have been a charge.
It would have been, but she went for that block. Had a little bit of a follow-through with that right arm, and that did not bode well. So 2 for Young, and that's long.
Well, I always laughed, with Keith Bosch, my longtime assistant and then head coach. He used to always say, well, there's a reason their arms go down when somebody runs through and hits them in their gut.
Yes, that's right. Ouch. That's the way the body reacts. I know that line from Keith from many years ago. There it is. Young hits the second of 2. Kennedy Russell has played one heck of a game. She had that steal and the layup to start this fourth quarter. She's running the point for Velez-Smith now. With Velez-Smith, there she is. Zia for 3, no. Rebound comes down to Mangrum. Mangrum finds Young. Young down low, all open is Davis. Davis gives it to a cutting Hemmerly. Hemmerly can't get it to go. And then the putback is Mangrum. Mangrum gets the putback. She started it all with a great pass, and then that pass goes through the hands of Michaela Bond and out of bounds. But Mangrum, a great pass to Bond. Bond, a good pass to Hemmerly. They couldn't get those
No.
The layup or the putback, but she got it the third time.
Yeah. Well, that's why left hands are nice to use on left sides. Probably would have had the and one right off the bat.
Hammerly couldn't get it to go. She had a rebound, putback, couldn't get it to go, and Mangrum was there to pick it up. And there is Hammerly taking it strong to the rack. She gets fouled. Will go to the line for 2.
She's only a sophomore, Paul. She's awful active. She really works hard down there.
She and Mangrum both. Yeah. Those are 2 really good forward guard combos, whatever. Hammerly is a little more size at 5'11". Mangrum listed at 5'8", but sure she'll grow a little. She's only a freshman. Hammerly, this is the first. Really had a double-double against Mercy. That's the only stats we had. Manual defeated Mercy last Thursday, December 5th, 77-60. And then Manual defeated PRP on Tuesday, as Hammerly misses both. But that one rebounded by Mangrum. She can't get that reverse layup to go. And up ahead, there's Russell. She's hounded. And they get it down low. Oh, they missed a walk there. And they get a 3-point play. Oh my goodness. They missed 2 walks, one here and one underneath. But a very good scramble drill. Kennedy Russell kept possession.
Well, Russell did a really nice job of locating and keeping her head up and finding somebody under the basket. You're correct, there were probably 2 walks involved, but still, great vision.
And that 3-point play closes the gap to 7 points. But up ahead quickly. Brooklyn Davis looked for Young a little too fast, and there's going to be a full timeout. Head coach Ashley Franklin wants to settle down her team. 7-point game here, 6:34 to go. Stay with us. We'll be back with more on Glycod.
Go ahead, pour it on, as thick as you want to. Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, serving up the tastiest ribs, chicken, brisket, brown sugar sticky wings, mutton and ham, always served to you fresh and so good, it'll make you say,
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, 7508 Preston Highway.
Holy smokes!
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night from Glycod.
Welcome back to Butch Charmley Gymnasium on the campus of DuPont Manual High School. A classic rivalry here, 7th region, DuPont Manual 51, and the Central Yellow Jackets 44 here in the opener of a doubleheader. We'll have the boys game. You'll want to stay with us. We'll have post-game stats and our players of the game and a preview of the boys game following this one. Mark Evans, good response from this Central Yellow to 5.
As far as turnovers and lane running, and just made a few mistakes.
Good pressure from Manual, but Kennedy Russell brings it up court as Manual backs off. Man-to-man defense right now. Oh my goodness, there was an opportunity, but blocking Jamari Oliver's shot was Hammerly. Kendall Hammerly.
Excellent job. Caught her from behind and stripped her straight up and down.
Against the zone, Young gets inside, puts up a shot, but Oliver, and she loses it to Young. Oliver challenged well. There's Mangrum 3, off, is too long. Rebound Young. Young looks back outside. Lovely Tolbert, short. Rebound goes to Mangrum, and she is fouled on the shot. She'll get 2. So good job crashing the boards for the Manual Crimsons here. Alicia Mangrum off on that one. Mangrum gets that second one to drop. 8-point advantage for the home-standing Crimsons. There's a loose ball picked up quickly by Russell. Up ahead, Kristen Stone can't get it to go as she was challenged late. Here comes Young away with it. Kenzie Young to Kenzie Young. Outstanding freshman guard. Electra Lovely Tolbert, man-to-man, way out near half court. She gets it to the high post to Hemmerly. Brooklyn Davis, she gets around Stone, and she can't get it to go. Rebound comes down, and up ahead, Zia Velez-Smith. She gets it quickly to the right side. There's Kennedy Russell, pops it out to Rudolph. Rudolph needs some help, gives it to Russell. Russell tries to go baseline, and Hemmerly, too much body. She'll get called for the foul.
Yeah. I've been a little impressed, though, the last couple times down the court, Paul, honestly, with the transition defense that Manuel's playing. They're getting back. They're taking away the easy layups, and that's going to pay some dividends if they continue.
And they're getting the steal there to Kenzie Young. She's going to go down, puts it up with the left hand, just like you said. Didn't make it, but she gets 2 fouls. She gets the foul called on Velez-Smith. Zia, her second, team's 4th of the quarter. Kenzie Young, first one is pure. What a good looking shooter, good ball player. Ashley Franklin has at her disposal for the coming future. That is off, but there's Hemmerly gets a tip, and it's Mangrum. Mangrum with the side step. She gets up a 3, no good. Rebound Young. They are tenacious on the offensive boards, Mark.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with their quickness. They gap well. The guards go to the boards well.
And Lovely Tolbert's pass stolen away by Stone. She was fouled by Hemmerly.
Yeah, it's always nice to have those quick guards that will actually go to the board. Now, you got to make sure you have your little balance, because if you don't get the ball, it can turn on you and you can give up easy layups at the other end.
Right. Yeah, you can't flood the boards with 5 players. So, back on defense are the Crimsons. It's sort of a matchup zone. Oh, Russell has the jump step, but she got an extra one there. She traveled.
No, she got hit. She got fouled, Paul. She got pushed right at the end.
And that is on. There is no number 24. Is there? Oh, yeah, it's Brooklyn Davis. Brooklyn. I couldn't see her out on the floor. There she is, her second, team's 4th as well. And that inbounds play, they've been having trouble. That's 2 steals in a row on out of bounds, underneath out of bounds. By to Kenzie Young, she fakes the 3. She drives, stops, pops, off the glass, no good. Rebound to Rudolph. She gives it to Russell. And to Kenzie Young, hounds her. Brooklyn Davis steals it, goes down to lays it up, and Russell with the foul. Brooklyn Davis having a great second half for these DuPont Manual Crimson.
Russell is her 3rd, team's 5th, and she won Brooklyn Davis.
So Davis to the line for the and 1 opportunity. Really good performance in this second half by Ashley Franklin's Crimsons. Davis, another really good-looking shooter. Great form. You can't get that one to go. Rebound Rudolph, and Velez-Smith is going to need to hit a few. She spearheaded the offense in that first half. She gets around the screen. She goes down to the block, but she was fouled on the ground by Hemmerly. I believe that's her 4th.
I think DuPont Manual was a little slow.
Whoa. They called it on 13? She was nowhere near her. It was 12, wasn't it? She ran into Hemmerly. Oh, well. And he said it was on the ground, I thought. Okay,
it was on the ground.
5th foul. It's the bonus. It's
a bonus, yeah.
2 shots for both teams now for all the fouls, unless it's an and 1. Michaela Bond in for Renee Bell. And Velez-Smith gets the second one to go. It's a 10-point deficit. Central in their full court pressure.
1-2, 1-1, or 1-2-2, trying to trap off the first pass.
And Mackenzie Young took care of that. She dribbled around that double team efficiently and got fouled.
This is what we talk about all the time, Paul, with this. I don't think we could call it a new rule anymore, but once 5 free throws, you get down to about 3 minutes, you're down by 8 points, you're pretty much in trouble.
You're done. Yeah,
because you can't pick and choose what free throw shooter you foul nowadays.
And you can't you can't steal a few possessions. I do not like the men's college game because of that, because I think it's cheap.
Are you talking about the women's college game?
No, the men's college game. You have one.
Oh, so you don't like the 1-on-1?
I do not.
I do.
I used to.
I do.
Why give an advantage to a team for fouling? Why give an advantage to the defense, if anything?
I'd say make free throws. You wouldn't have to worry about giving them an advantage.
I understand. It's a good point, but it's sort of like the NFL, Mark, in football in overtime. You got to give both teams a chance because the rules are so much more in favor of, great job by Velez Smith. She pops right up. Good athleticism as that one goes out of bounds over to the Crimson. And I say, when the rules favor the offense that much, give both teams a chance to score. But I just don't like that you can get 3 opportunities to steal possessions based on, I don't know what. I never understood the 1-on-1, but I always did as a player. Yeah. As a coach, that's when I started to think, ugh. I use it to my advantage. Yeah.
All I'll say is you better be ahead. Yeah. And if you are ahead with 3 minutes to go and you're up by 6 points with the 5 foul deal, you're in trouble.
Get it.
I get it. I think it took a big part of the game out by that rule.
I think it takes a part of the coaching strategy.
Absolutely.
But it also, I think.
Paul, we're just going to disagree.
I'm definitely against it in the men's game, just because there's no reason for it. Yeah. The pro game has changed many years ago. Remember they used to have 3 to make 2, and just uniformity in the rules. I'm not a big fan of the 20-minute halves either anymore. I don't. It's not the 80s and 70s basketball that we grew up with. I'll just say that. But I love the game, but I just wish I really have gotten to like the 5-foul quarter thing. I really have. So as we go on here, under 3 minutes to play, 12-point lead for Manual. Brooklyn Davis to put it in bounds. She finds Mangrum. In the game also now, number 35, Bailey Fetcher. Fetcher sets a screen for Mangrum. Mangrum moves left. She stops. 3 up, no good. Rebound, good job by Kristen Stone. She had a tough assignment blocking out Brooklyn Davis. She got her hand on it, and Fetcher fouled her. So she'll go to the line for 2, Kristen Stone. Now she gets 2. See, hey, you know as well as I do, you hit free throws, you stop the clock, it's a good thing.
It's a good thing unless you're Manual and you're up by 12. The last thing you want to do is foul. But that was a hustle play and a rebound, and I would rather have those.
And let's talk about what Manual has done to get back in this game and to take the lead so decisively. They hit the boards. They hit the boards with aggression.
Absolutely.
And against as Stone hits them both. Lead is cut to 10. They quickly to Hemmerly. She finds Young. Young dribbles, pulls it out to lovely Tolbert. Against man-to-man pressure. Young against Smith. Velez, and she gets around to Davis. Davis lays it up and she's fouled.
Yeah. Just a great job by Young breaking down the defense, drawing the defense off the weak side and dropping the dime on the block. And a good finish by
Davis.
By Davis, yes. Strong finish and an and one.
Brooklyn Davis, the 5'7" junior. She plays bigger than that, Mark, doesn't she?
Oh, without a doubt.
She's just very keen on defense around the boards, and she completes the three-point play. 13-point lead for the Crimson. They were down 12 in the second quarter. A late flurry to close the gap to 34-29. And inside it goes to Stone. She lays it up and good. The assist there by Renea Bell. And then there's a tie-up. Central possession. Ball to Central. 2 minutes, 11 points. Not impossible.
But only the third turnover for the Crimsons this half. And it's really maybe
compared to 10 in the first.
Yeah. I mean, I think a few more than that, but this quarter, I should say.
And this is the third underneath out of bounds where they got it turned over. And it was Mackenzie Young ahead to Electra. Lovely Tolbert for the layup.
Back to the zone.
Boy, they're having so much trouble out of that underneath out of bounds. Getting it in. Russell on the floor is Young, and they get tied up there. And possession goes to Crimson.
Yeah, the Yellow Jackets has had a hard time this quarter. They've turned the ball over already 8 times. And that, no possessions, no scores, that really puts you in a bind.
90 seconds left here. Young goes into the lane. She puts up a really tough shot in traffic and gets it to go. Impressive freshman she is. Underneath is Stone. She takes a long step and she walks. So Maria Pegues checks in.
Coach Franklin's getting in some of her less played players.
Yes. Jemima Bracken is in as well.
Beautiful break against
great
the
bounce pass to Mangrum for the finish.
Beautiful outlet. Second pass, diagonal ending, beautiful.
Under a minute. Lead is now 17. Out of bounds. That's turnover number 9. And the Crimson's going to seal this one. We'll have players of the games following this. We'll also have our stats as down on the block it goes to Maria Pegues for the layup. And then we'll have a preview of the boys' game. And there's a foul on Brooklyn Davis. She'll take a rest, and Amari Bryce will check in. She wears number 0.
Brooklyn Davis, return at the line, shooting 2,
Bella Smith hits the free throw. London Bibb checked in. And number 14. Let's see, is that Cameron Brooks? Yes, it is. And Bella Smith hits them both. Deficit now 17. Out of traffic. Cameron Brooks with the left hand can't get it to go. Out of bounds. Oh, thought that went over to Manuel, but it goes to Central. 24.7 left. Very solid third and fourth quarters. This second half, it was 34-29 Central at halftime. That 3 no good by Bella Smith and out of bounds. So 39-17 edge the second half. Defense and rebounding really put the pressure on the Yellow Jackets.
I think you said it, Paul. I think definitely the defense and the rebounding, along with the turnovers of Central, they really, really had a meltdown this fourth quarter, and I think they ended up with 10 or 11 already. Only 3 by Manuel the entire fourth quarter.
And the offensive rebounding by Manual as they get the steal. They'll run it out. And that is it. Manual Crimson 68, Central Yellow Jackets 51. Stay with us. We'll have our post-game stats, players of the game, and a preview of the boys' game coming up. Stay with us on Glycod.
Go ahead. Pour it on. As thick as you want to. Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering. Serving up the tastiest ribs, chicken, brisket, brown sugar sticky wings, mutton and ham. Always served to you fresh and so good, it'll make you say,
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, 7508 Preston Highway.
Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit operationparent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
Check it. Ooh.
Need a better battery? Get an Interstate battery. Outrageously dependable.
Should have had an Interstate.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville. Blunt Dental Group is a high-quality, family-owned dental practice. We are committed to educating our patients, as well as investing in the latest technology to provide more efficient dental care. Our team of licensed dentists and hygienists includes 2010 Male High graduate Tyler Blunt, located in the heart of Linden at 8013 New LaGrange Road, Suite 6. For an appointment, call 502-425-7068 or go online at bluntdentalgroup.com. Blunt Dental Group, straightforward smiles.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time. While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
That was your start, man. Skyway.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by the Army National Guard. Protect what matters most to you. Visit your nearest National Guard recruiter or nationalguard.com.
Welcome back. Butch Charmley Gymnasium here at the campus of DuPont Manual High School. The 68-51 game, the Manual Crimsons in the girls' game defeated Central by 17. Alongside Mark Evans, I'm Paul Najar. Mark, let's get to we have some scores, but we'll get to those a little later with end of the night. But let's do some of our stats, final stats brought to you by German American Bank. Support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for more info. What do we got, Mark?
Paul, we'll start off with Central. Really, really difficult fourth quarter. Second half stats, they were 3 of 16 from the field overall, 0 of 7 from the 3, and 9 of 13 from the free throw line. They just really, really, really struggled shooting the ball or getting the shots because of the many turnovers they had. They had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Plus they had 16 overall in the second half. Wow. That was really the end of them. And as you said, the great rebounding by Manual and really made a difference. They ended up 14 of 30 in the second half. 14 of 30 from the field, 1 of 6 from the 3. They did take all those threes the second half. I think at halftime, Coach Franklin said, "Hey girls, let's attack the basket and let's use our inside players some." And that's what they did and completely flipped the game.
It did.
They got to the line. They made their free throws relatively well. They were 10 of 16. They had 13 turnovers in that second half, and that was pretty much the difference maker.
8 turnovers, wasn't it?
8 turnovers in the fourth quarter, but overall,
okay. 13. I get you. 8 and 5.
Yeah.
Well, a good game overall from the DuPont Manual Crimsons. A great first half for Coach Pendleton and his crew, and a good start to the fourth quarter. It's just the Crimsons adjusted well to get that win.
Yeah, I think Coach Pendleton changing his defenses and doing a really nice job. And I just think it took a little while for the Crimsons to get in some kind of a rhythm. I think they were trying to figure things out, probably more thinking than they needed to have, and then they started getting people in the right spots the second half.
Coach Ashley Franklin used her. She has plenty of depth on that team. Lots of freshmen, 9 of them, only 1 senior, and she played a good game, our lovely Tolbert. But what we'll do is we'll take a break and we'll discuss some individual performances. We'll have our most outstanding players from the girls' game when we return. Stay with us on Glycod.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a cider ranch.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
Blunt Dental Group is a high-quality, family-owned dental practice. We are committed to educating our patients, as well as investing in the latest technology to provide more efficient dental care. Our team of licensed dentists and hygienists includes 2010 Male High graduate Tyler Blunt, located in the heart of Linden at 8013 New LaGrange Road, Suite 6. For an appointment, call 502-425-7068 or go online at bluntdentalgroup.com. Blunt Dental Group, straightforward smiles.
Blind Direct, not just blinds. Blind Direct, not just blinds.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time. While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by the Kentucky Army National Guard. Serve your country while going to school or work full-time. Find your fit at nationalguard.com.
Welcome back to Butch Charmley Gymnasium here on the campus of DuPont Manual High School. And alongside the Hall of Fame coach Mark Evans, I'm Paul Najar. Tonight's final stats, as we mentioned earlier, is brought to you by German American Bank. Support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for more info. And now, tonight's most outstanding players from the girls' game are brought to you by State Farm Insurance Agent Mike Shelton. Like a good neighbor, State Farm and Mike is there. And you see the info there. So the most outstanding players tonight for the visiting Central Yellow Jackets, 68-51 on the downside. But number 0, that freshman, Zia Velez-Smith, she put on a show early for them. She got them that first half lead.
Well, I thought she dictated tempo up and down the court. She handled the ball well. She got to the basket when she wanted to, and she found her teammates. She was really tough, and she plays really good defense. But, that second half, I'll let you...
Yeah, that first half they scored 34. The second half only 17. And a person who has a lot to do with that is our Manual Crimson most outstanding player. Very quiet first half, but Mark, what she did in the second half made me say Brooklyn Davis was, may not have been the best player for Manual tonight, but she was their most important player to get them back in this game immediately with that second half surge, deflections, rebounds, steals, and scoring.
Yeah, she did it all. No doubt about it. The second half, she just pretty much took over. And as we talked about, first half, Zia controlling tempo. Really, Brooklyn controlled the second half.
Yeah, yes, she did. She did. So, our most outstanding players there, Zia Velez-Smith for Central, and for Manual, Brooklyn Davis. And our most outstanding players brought to you by State Farm Insurance Agent Mike Shelton. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. We're going to take a break now, and it'll be a quick one, right, Tim? A relatively quick one, and then we'll set you up for the start of the boys' game as the 1-3 Central Yellow Jacket boys get ready to take on the 3-0 Manual Crimson. We'll be back. Stay with us.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
You cannot depend on Carl to make peace with his SIPO.
Today.
Or on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup?
or on Stephanie's perfect parking spot to stay perfect. But you can depend on their car starting because they have Interstate batteries. Interstate batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational, solid career path.
Rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
And welcome back to Butch Carmely Gymnasium here at DuPont Manual High School. The boys getting set to tip off, but before we do that, we'll get the starting lineups. And we want to mention that the starting lineups are presented by Interstate Batteries. Get started with Interstate Batteries. They are outrageously dependable, especially in this cold weather. So, Interstate Battery starting lineup for the visiting Central Yellow Jackets. We have at guard, junior number 2, Taryn Pryor. At forward of number 5 is senior Qual Dang. At forward, junior Lamonte Revere. At forward, senior number 33, George Black. And at guard, junior number 3, Kentrell Taylor. That's Pryor, Dang, Revere, Black, and Taylor. And now for the homestanding Manual Crimsons. And we have those up here, and it is at guard, a senior number 2, Noah Smith. At guard, a senior number 3, Malachi Coleman. At guard, a junior number 4, Jeffrey Njogu. And at forward, number 1, a senior Justice Decker. And at forward, number 11, a junior Ahmad Shelton. Again, that's Smith, Coleman, Njogu, Decker, and Shelton. And I got to tell you, I was impressed. I've been impressed with Manual's program for years. And they're either in the thick of things or just on the edge of it. And they are right in the middle of some great things. And they got opportunities, but that 7th region is a gauntlet.
Yeah, it's brutal. They had a good shot at it last year, and they have an unbelievably strong nucleus coming back.
Yeah.
So and they're already coming out.
The Trinity team just pulled away late, wasn't it, in the tournament?
Trinity got them late, pretty good.
Just they couldn't hit a shot late. So for the Manual Crimsons,
well, I mean, you got the coach's son back. He's a tremendous guard, one of the best in the region. You got Justin Decker that can play. I mean, they have Noah Smith. I mean, they're loaded with talent coming back from last year. Yeah. Whereas you got a first-year Quentin Pryor with the Yellow Jackets, and he's got some good players, I'm sure, but he's got a lot of points to make up, right off the bat, I do believe.
Yeah, head coach Mikael Coleman, his son Malachi, is a premier player in the 7th region. They're getting ready to tip off. And for Coach Quentin Pryor, in his first season with the Central program, this is the third first-year coach in a row. 3 coaches in 3 years.
Well, but he
since
also
Coach
should know
Bibby.
he should also know the Manual program well, because he's on St. X's and Manual's bench too over the last 8 years. So I'm sure they know each other.
They know each other well. And Quentin Pryor, in his first year, he's 1-3 right now. 3rd different head coach in as many seasons. Doug Bibby, 2023, his 19th and final season. And then Brandon Anderson last year. Now Quentin Pryor, as there is a quick 2 right off the bat. And, you know, when you have that smooth of a production on your offense, Mark, that's really, really good to see from Justice Decker.
Well, you know, Manual changes their defenses really well. They really like to press. They like to switch it up. Right there, they opened up and somewhat of a 2-1-2 or set, but they rotated well. They almost got a steal right off the bat.
Oh, good trap there as they're trapping on those wings. They are, and there's a step called on that step through.
Yeah, look, Paul, it looks, well, no, they're man-to-man now. One time I thought they might, well, they're 1-3-1.
They're 1-3-1.
Yeah, they're 1-3-1. So we'll see how that works. I'm sure it's a change-up to try to slow this Manual team down that averages in the 70s, whereas Central only averages in the 50s.
And that was thrown away. Jeff Njogu. Taryn Pryor gets it up over half court. He gets it back. He'll take one dribble into the lane. His pass off the hands of his teammate and out of bounds. That was off of George Black.
Now we're in a 2-3 zone.
And we're going to see Malachi Coleman run it. He gets the pass on the wing. The 3, buries it.
Did a real nice job of that misdirection, basically, and throwing back against the grain on that screen in the top.
And against this 1-2-2 pressure, you got 6'6" Justice Decker up front. He makes it tough to get around. And that is nice positioning, nice passing, but can't finish at the rim. And the outlet is stolen away by Taryn Pryor. He gets it back, top of the key against man pressure. Pounded there by Noah Smith, but they get it inside. Up and good is George Black for 2. Quickly ahead, the Crimson, and around that defense, the putback up. Up and good there by Ahmad Shelton.
Shelton did a nice job of staying with it, Ahmad did.
Yeah. He reaches, Black gets inside him. He can't get it to go. The rebound comes down to Shelton. There's Coleman, the left-hander. He stops, pulls back, launches, no good. Decker tips it, and it's deflected after that war with Black. And the offense gets started here. Kentrell Taylor finds Dang. Qual Dang, the 6'2 senior, hounded by Smith. Dang hands it off to Pryor. Pryor, step back 3, and a little rushed. Rebound into the waiting hands of Shelton. Oh, and a nice take. Coleman to the rack for 2.
There's no doubt Manual wants you to play fast. Their defense is set up to force you to play fast, and then their offense.
Oh, and that's a backcourt. Black. And we have a turnover and possession to the Crimson. Smith moves left against the 2-3. Top of the key, Coleman 3 off the front iron, no good. You'd like a little more ball movement than that. One pass and a shot. He pats his chest at his dad, and his dad just waves him off like, don't do that again. And a nice take to the rack. Taryn Pryor can't get it to go. Coach Pryor looking at what does he got to do to get a layup, get a basket. And a very good aggressive attack. Justice Decker. And Coleman with that assist. And a turnover. A little sloppy from Central. You mentioned head coach Quentin Pryor in his first season, spent time on the sideline 2 years at St. X, and the last 8 years at Manual. Well, these two coaches know each other well. Decker's three, got it. Decker. Filling it up, and an early 12-point lead for the Crimson. Good crowd still filing in here at Butch Charmley Gym. That runner from Pryor, no good. Up ahead, Smith, the left-handed layup is good. And there will be a timeout from Central. So we'll take a timeout. Stay with us. More first quarter action on Glycod.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night from Glycod.
Welcome back to Butch Charmley Gymnasium on the campus of DuPont Manual High School. The Crimsons up 16-2 early in this first quarter. The Central Yellow Jackets looking for some offense, Mark.
Yeah, they're gonna have to finish, and they're gonna have to break pressure. Right now, they're having a real hard time. You know, DuPont Manual came out in a 1-2-1-1 full court pressure trap, you know, and they struggle.
They can't seem to find any space except there. Qual Dang. Qual hits it.
Well, it's pretty much one on survival right now.
Right. Okay, and against the man defense, Smith. Shelton gets it out to Decker. Decker, good release valve. He finds Smith. And Noah Smith, the 5'10 senior.
Well, man, you're shooting the lights out, too, at this point in time, Paul.
Yes, they are. To the rack. And the layup, good for Central.
I believe the
Bronte Vincent.
I believe the Crims are okay giving up two every once in a while, as long as they can keep this pace going.
And that's Coleman hitting the 16-footer. Malachi Coleman.
1-2-2.
You know, this big rivalry game always has a lot of interest from both schools. Big crowd. This December, Friday the 13th, Louisville game night, Louisville basketball game night. We're happy to bring you this doubleheader.
Great pass.
Nice pass inside. And again, they find Bronte Vincent. Vincent with 4 now, as that Malachi Coleman drive results in a bucket and one.
Malachi Coleman in the ball game for the Crimson. Number 15, Mark Woods, also number 30, William Thomas for the Yellow Jackets, number 2, Taryn Pryor.
So, Shelton out for, and Chris King out for Manual. As that three-point play by Malachi Coleman puts the Crimsons up 16. There's a steal from Decker. Decker gets it up ahead. Back out, the three. Oh boy, they are filling it up, Mark. Luke Johnson with the three there.
They shoot the ball well. They know how to get open. Basically, they're just moving the ball wherever they want and making the shots. But Central has to battle for every little bit they can get at this point in time.
Indeed they do. Timeout Central is the tie up there. It's a 30-second timeout. It's a full timeout, so we'll take a 60-second break here and return with more of this first quarter. Stay with us on Glycod.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night from Glycod.
It's Louisville Basketball Game Night right here on Glycod. Proud to bring you this doubleheader from historic Butch Charmley Gymnasium here on the campus of DuPont Manual High School. Manual Crimsons, what a start to this, Mark Evans.
10 of 14 in this first quarter with 51 seconds to go. And of those 10, let's see, 4 of them are three-point pointers.
Wow. Johnson, Coleman, Decker, and Smith, one each for the Crimsons. Central against man pressure, and that block, weak side block, coming over for that one. Wow, that was a terrific reach and block. On the defense. And right away, Coleman with the steal, and he comes up coast to coast for the layup. Malachi Coleman. Strong player he is. The block was by Mark Woods. He's in the game, number 15. Dang's long three, no good. Rebound to Coleman. He'd like to see his team get up ahead, and there's Woods, who does it. Said, I'll be your Huckleberry. Come find me. Assist from Coleman. And as the time runs out, 31-8 advantage for the Crimson in this first half. What a performance so far. The shooting lights out will return with some stats and second quarter action on Glycod.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville. You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night from Glycod.
Welcome back to Butch Charmley Gymnasium here on the campus of DuPont Manual High School. The Crimsons enjoying a 31-8 lead over the Yellow Jackets as we start the second quarter. And Mark, talking to Coach Coleman before the game, he talked about looking to, as he hits the three, Justice Decker. He talked about making sure his team limits mistakes, and Decker there gets the hands on it, but he can't get the steal, and there's a held ball and possession to the Yellow Jackets. I asked him about the 7th Region Gauntlet, Eastern, Ballard, not to mention Male, Manual, Trinity, St. X. I mean, this is its own little mini state tournament, the way they compete.
Oh, well, that's typical. That's been that way for many, many, many years.
Coleman almost got that steal.
And actually, some of these teams have even gotten better over the years. As far as there used to be, I think, not quite the equality that there is now with such good teams. I mean, you had Ballard, you always had Trinity. I really can't think of maybe Mayo, but now you got 5 or 6 teams that are really talented.
I mean, we're talking about 4 or 5 or 6 teams that layup is good for. Dang. And you're talking about 4, 5, 6 teams that'll be probably in the top 20 at some point, top 25, and 4 of them will probably be top 10, top 15 all year. That's Decker hits.
I don't think there's any doubt about that. And coming into this game tonight, I looked at points and who they played and so on and so forth, and I just really like this Manual team. I just think they have a tremendous amount of talent, and I think they're very, very, very well coached. And
that one can't drop, and the steal by Deng. He goes inside, looks for an open teammate, finds one. That 3 put in by Chris King. It's a 5'10 sophomore. He's grown a little bit. I remember him last year. He was not 5'10. Tiny guy. As Coleman can't get that one, a little out of control. King comes to the front court. He goes up over the big man and makes it. That's 5 points on a 3 and a 2. There's Jeremiah Stevens with it. He gets it to Coleman. Coleman gets pushed, and that is only the 2nd foul of the game.
Well, I think I see Central starting to pick up their energy on the defensive end a little bit. Looking to get a few more touches on the ball. That time they looked almost trapped. They're going to have to do something to take Crimson's out of this great rhythm that they're in already.
Kentrell Taylor checks in, and out is Lamonte Revere. Nice slash down the baseline. Decker over to the 3 for Woods. And off the rim, no good. Decker gets the board, tips it up. He's blocked by Deng. Decker goes up with that left hand. Great touch from the block, Mark.
He's just an all-around great high school player. And we saw that last year, and it hasn't changed this year, that's for sure. He looks bigger. He looks taller to me.
In this, I believe it was the 7th region semifinals, as Deng loses it, but Decker knocks it out of bounds. Possession to Central. Against Trinity in the regional, they had that game in the 4th quarter. They were right with them, and then they got an unfortunate foul and a couple of turnovers, and Trinity just pulled away. But that was their toughest competition, Trinity, in that 7th region tournament. Of course, Seneca had the big run to the final.
Great team.
Defeated St. X soundly in the semifinals of the regional. A St. X team that was ranked number 1 most of the year. They are going to be that again this year. Black can't get it to go. He gets his own rebound. He's going to go up again. Up, fake, layup, good. And the Yellow Jackets trying to find some traction. And like you said, Mark, it's their defense that that's given them that opportunity.
And a couple second shots too, Paul.
Yeah. Keeping the ball alive on the boards as they do it again, but Pryor can't save it out of bounds off Pryor.
Well, George Black really fights to get the board.
Boy,
he's got a couple second shots already in this game.
He is a very physical. He has upper body strength.
Central coming out with a 1-2-1-1 3/4 court trap.
Right around it, and the reverse layup, no good. Rebound to Central. I like the game. I like the aggressiveness from Woods, but a little over-aggressive there on defense. And Woods called for the foul. Misses the tough layup on the one end and foul on the other.
Happens a lot, I do believe. A little frustration there.
Yep.
He did everything right, but helped the ball go in.
Yeah.
But you got to give him credit. He hustled all the way back so he could make the foul.
He did hustle there. And that free throw off the mark, no good by Qual Deng. Oh, that's not Qual. Let's get the right player. That's 15, not 5. My mistake. Sorry. That's Ronte Vincent. And Vincent puts it in. Coleman around the screen. Elbow jumper. Smooth. Smooth, smooth.
Well, we talked about him last year. He has such a great mid-range. He can knock down the 3. He can do all levels. He can get it to the rim, knock down the 3, or do the pull-up.
And the pull-up right there.
Very nice.
Right back at you, Chris King.
Staying in that 1-2-2 or 1-2-1-1, whatever you want to call it.
They get it up ahead, and
Perfect.
the finish. And a great bounce pass. That's Shelton on the finish. Ahmed Shelton, the assist to Jeff Njogu. I want to remind everyone for the latest updates on all things high school athletics, including continuous score updates, visit glycod.com. We really enjoy what we do, and we appreciate your support. Knocked out of bounds off of Central. Crimson takeover. Up ahead is Malachi Coleman. Cross midcourt. He gets trapped, gets out of it quickly. Noah Smith 3. Can't get it to go. Ahmed Shelton. It stays here as he fought for it. Sorry, Njogu fought for it off of Central. Possession stays with Manuel. 4 cross the baseline. Oh, he had his guy on the block, but he goes to Coleman. Coleman around that screen from Njogu. And great screen. He was fouled on the shot. Was Coleman. And that foul is on Kentrell Taylor, number 3.
Second, at the line shooting 2 shots, Malachi Coleman.
Coleman in line for 2. Hits the first. Extending this lead to 23 now.
Looks like they're matching up man, Paul, this time. We'll see if they pick up full or there's a drop back.
Up and lane violation on the Crimson, so no good. That shot is nullified. So, even though he made it, that goes down as a no attempt. The tip by Noah Smith on that long pass.
Great
nice job by Shelton, and Njoku gets the layup. Shelton with the assist.
So they went man press and turned them over. They're all over the ball. They get a lot of deflections and touches, and I'm talking about the Crimsons.
Yeah, and then you get the frustration from Central, and when you get guys turning to the coach and shaking their hands and shaking their head and expressing frustration, you got to stay together. And coach did the right thing. You know, he wants to talk to his players, settle them down, create the culture that is going to win and win consistently. Coach Bidby is there a long time and did that. As there's Justice Decker. Smooth again. Boy, he's got a lot of smooth players.
Well, what I like about the Crimson is they play tremendous on both ends of the court. They really work on the defensive end.
Deng can't get that one to go. Rebound Decker. Smith. Coleman 3. Yeah. Nope. I stand corrected. That rebound and put back. Shelton. Just all around the rim. Ahmad Shelton. Malachi Coleman with the foul on Terran Pryor. Pryor against Shelton near midcourt. He wants to make a move. He goes behind the back. kicks it right. And that's, they're relying so much on one-on-one play on the ball. They got to work off the ball a little better to get open. There's a steal by Coleman. He's going to go all the way for the layup, and he's fouled by Pryor. How many turnovers is that now for Central?
Well, they had calmed down just a little bit on the turnovers, but they've had 4 in this quarter, and they have
10 overall.
10 overall. Yeah, that's
and only 2 for Manual.
Well, they no assist. I mean, everything's one-on-one, as you say, and just struggling. But I think a lot of it is this pressure defense. They just can't get open, so they're standing a lot.
Hits the first one, and yeah, when they stand around a lot, you don't get that movement off the ball. It's a struggle to get anybody loose and to get as Coleman misses that second. Dang with the rebound.
Well, I just think the defense is overwhelming Central.
It is. Dang, nice job with the runner in the lane from 10 feet. Paul Dang, 6'2" senior, averaging 9.5 points, 5.5 rebounds. Leading scorer, Taryn Pryor, I don't think has scored yet for Central. Ball out of bounds. Off of Njogu. Good pressure from Manuel. They get it in to Vincent. Vincent trapped again. And underneath, they do find an open man, and that open guy can't get it to go. Njogu, he finishes. Shelton with his first foul. It comes into Taylor. Taylor. Dang, they just run into each other. I've never seen so many. They create traffic that, it's not helping themselves at all.
Well, the ball handling is awful shaky. The pressure defense is great, and they're getting stuck on the right side, and they can't go anywhere.
You can't give handoffs when there's no handoff to give. You got to work to get it. Rebound, Shelton out front. Justice Decker pulls it back. And against this man-to-man, Smith gets around, elbow jumper with 1 second left, and no good at the end of the first half. It's Manual 53, Central 22. We'll come back with halftime stats and analysis. Stay with us on Glycod.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech 24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time while I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Welcome
Welcome to Holy Smokes Barbecue.
At Holy Smokes Barbecue, our pitmasters smoke up mouth-watering ribs, chicken, brisket, mutton, and more. From sandwiches to full dinners, with a complete list of sides and desserts. Holy Smokes Barbecue. Just tell them that the man in the big white hat sent you.
Order up. How's the pork chop taste?
It's pretty good. It's the best one I've ever had.
Holy Smokes Barbecue. Tell them the man in the big white hat sent you.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tinsley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tinsley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Tinsley Family Concessions, a tradition of corporate excellence and community service. For more, visit tfcfamily.com.
53-22 here at the half at Butch Charmley Gymnasium here on the campus of DuPont Manual High School alongside Hall of Fame coach Mark Evans. I'm Paul Najar, and Mark, dominant first half by the Manual Crimsons.
Yeah, without a doubt, Paul. They were dominant on both ends of the court.
Do you have some stats ready for us?
I do.
All right, tonight's halftime stats brought to you by German American Bank. Support your community school with a German American School Spirit credit card. Visit German American Bank or visit GermanAmerican.com for more info. First for the visiting Central Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, Paul, they're 10 of 21 from the field at 47%, 1 of 3 for 33% from the three-point line, and 1 of 3 from the free throw line. So they're not hitting threes, they're not getting threes, and they're not making or getting to the free throw line with 10 turnovers. For the Manual, for the Crimsons, they were smoking. They started out hot, stayed hot. They're 21 of 34 from the field for 62%, 6 of 12 from the three-point line for 50%, and 3 of 4 from the free throw line for 75%, and only 2 turnovers.
Only 2 turnovers. That's huge in the high school game. And I think Coach Pryor at Central will look at that and say, look, when we give up this many, Justice Decker, 500, what was it for? They were announcing, I don't know if it was 500 rebounds. I'm not sure. But they just celebrated with him there. But I think Coach Pryor will talk to his team and say, guys, if we don't play defense, I mean, they're just going to walk all over us.
Well, I think they picked their defense up, Paul.
They did. That second quarter.
I think they really did.
Yeah.
They did a much better job. They actually trapped a little bit and tried to create some kind of havoc to take Manual out of their rhythm. It worked for a little bit, but then the open court got them against pressure. They're just not handling the ball very well.
It's too loose.
And their offense is being completely pushed out. They're not able to run anything but one-on-one action, and that's a tough way to go.
And it's great to do one-on-one action on a playground by yourself, but when you have defenders, you got to be strong, and that's where Manual's strength is getting the best of Central right now. So those are your halftime stats brought to you by German American Bank. Support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for more info, and we'll take our second halftime break and return with the second half. Stay with us on Glycod.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
You cannot depend on Carl to make peace with his seatbelt. Or on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup?
Or on Stephanie's perfect parking spot to stay perfect. But you can depend on their car starting because they have Interstate batteries. Interstate batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Innovation is what allowed us to reach for the stars. And now, to reach for the ignition without changing your oil for what feels like forever. Introducing Oil Guard, a Ferris exclusive. This innovative Vanguard oil system lets you go 5 times longer between oil changes. Along with Ferris's patented suspension system, you'll cut faster, mow longer, and reduce maintenance.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century, big enough to provide the convenience.
And we are back. Welcome back to Louisville basketball game night, and there's Malachi Coleman to start this second half, right to the rack for 2. It's a 33-point lead. And the reason I bring that up, alongside Hall of Fame coach Mark Evans, I'm Paul Najar, and we're glad you're with us, folks. The reason I bring that up is 35 is the magic number for a running clock. Malachi Coleman gets it ahead to Decker. They get it up ahead to Njoku for the 35-point lead. So there it is. The remainder of the game, it will be a running clock, except for free throws and timeouts. Central with possession. Had a good, strong second quarter. Their defense was better, more energy. Pryor goes into the lane, spins, puts it up one-handed, good. There's another one to go down. Shelton this time. Boy, they've got an impressive group of players and scorers, Mark.
Well, they play like a glove. I mean, every one of them knows where each other's going to be. They've been together for a long time. I loved watching them play last year. Heck, they're almost all back, and you could tell.
Exactly.
They smell the ball. They really know where they play great angles on passing lanes.
Deflections.
They get hands on everything.
Oh, and that's a missed dunk by Njoku. Malachi Coleman's there for their putback.
You know, Paul, they always make the extra pass, too, if you ever watch them. They'll always make the great passes. Or Coach Kelsey from U of L would say. They go from good to great. Only they make them.
And that one-hander pushed to the floor. So to the line. Lamonte Revere will head to the line for two. And can't get that one to go. He'll get another. And there is the second of two. The Crimsons still enjoying that 35-point lead, battling all the way down court. Coleman is getting hounded and pushed and shoved, and they refuse to call a foul. He even walked one time, he was pushed so hard, but with the running clock.
Yeah, but there's no excuse. We still need to call fouls
You got to.
fouls. And you know, it's up to the other team to do what they need to do.
I mean, there's physical play and then there's illegal play, and that's when the whistle comes out. And that nice spin move up and under and through Kentrell Taylor for two. Kentrell Taylor, Jr. Noah Smith rises up, and that's one of the first sort of forced shots, and there's a ticky-tack call, but a reach in there on Jeff Njoku. It's his team second of the half, third quarter, excuse me. Pryor. Black gets it to Deng.
Oh, it looks as if they're turning their offense over a little bit, or at least working at it this half. For our Central Village.
Yeah, it still looks a little more stagnant than you like. Is that runner no good from Revere? There's a foul.
Well, I didn't say it was smooth or anything like that, or great screens or anything like that. I just said there was some movement in it. They were at least cutting and passing and reversing the ball just a bit.
2 free throws for Shelton. It's when they stop the ball and hold it on their hip far away from the basket, that's where coaches get frustrated because there's no action. It's dead energy. And that's where all that extra off-ball movement comes to help everyone.
Well, you and I both know there's so many parts and pieces to that. Screening, using screens, working to get open,
spacing,
being able to handle the ball with both hands, which it's questionable if everybody can do that out here.
With strength,
and then you spin it, and then you spin it around, and you look at the defense. You get credit. A lot needs to go to Manuel's defense. I mean, it really
long on that one. Black with the rebound, can't get that one. He loses that. Deng gets the steal off Decker. Pryor was going to go for a three. He drives to the bucket, lays it up and good, and he'll go to the line to shoot one for the N1.
Pryor's active. He's always in there. He does a good job.
As he hits it, makes the... Woods gets it into Coleman. And Coleman's three, no good. Rebound. Woods finds it. And Woods, you know, there's something about, he's really active. Woods is going to be, you get a player like that, as that fouls on Johnson. When you got a player like Woods, who, you know, Mark Woods is 6'5" junior, and he's just active, Mark. You just like that guy off the bench who's going to, you know, ignite something when you need it.
Well, and he knows his role.
Yes.
I mean, he understands his role offensively and defensively, and that's a big plus too, especially coming off the bench. They don't lose anything. They gain to a point.
And those go down. It's 32-point lead, but the clock will continue to run here in the third quarter and for the rest of the game. They hit the 35-point threshold early in the third quarter as Woods, with a floater from 8 feet, gets it to go. Nice take to the rack. Good, strong, committed take. And that's the type of path you want to see. Chris King
did a nice job just splitting the defense that time.
Yeah.
We're also going to start seeing a few players reserves coming in for, we're starting to see some coming in for Manual now, which is wonderful for those young men.
Justice Decker gets fouled. Boy, for only a few fouls in the first half, I mean, we have now 6 in the second half. And the running clock gets negated. Justice Decker hits the first. We mentioned 6'6" senior. He's averaging 18 points and 12 rebounds. Double-double this season.
I don't think there's any doubt he's one of the better players in this region.
Oh, and there are a lot of them.
Yeah.
I mean, you could do 2 first teams.
Absolutely.
Maybe even 3. There is a tremendous depth of talent.
I just really like his game.
He is so cool, calm, and collected, and you just want to see how that translates as Coleman goes in for 2 off the steal.
Well, and you have a guard like Coleman, you know, he looks like a coach's son. I mean,
he does. And Coleman gets the steal and the layup
with a tremendous amount of athletic talent and skills. I mean,
awareness. Well.
He's another very gifted player.
They play selfless basketball out here, and Coleman gets called for the reach. That's foul number 5, and they'll shoot 2.
Well, I don't think there's any doubt it's been called a little bit differently since the 35-point lead hit.
Yeah. They don't want any headaches.
Well, just a little bit more touch. But, you know, it's been a very clean game. I mean, you know, you without a doubt, the Yellow Jackets has to be frustrated. But, you know, they everything stay clean. We haven't seen anything but positive by both teams in attitude.
That one rims in. Well, dang. Both go down for Dang. And the Crimsons have doubled up Central, 72-36. Woods gets it down low. Nice finish at the rim. And that's our 29th shooting foul of the third quarter. 35th, 40th? I don't know. It's 6 or 7 now shooting fouls here in the third quarter. And Jeremiah Stevens, 6'1" sophomore, will go to the line to complete the three-point play.
Just a beautiful assist there, Paul.
That really was a great pass by Woods. Yeah. And Justice Decker gets the putback for 2. Off shot there. Rebound by Stevens. Up ahead. Woods corrals it. Cross court. Johnson three. No good. Rebound. Stevens. On the floor. It goes to Johnson. Johnson kicks it to the corner. Three from Malachi. Coleman. No good. Decker with the rebound. Decker fouled. He'll go to the line for two. Paul Dang's second foul. Manuel gets ready to put in a fresh five. Number 10, Malachi Towns. Number 33, Les Hall. Number 32, Ethan Dyer. Was it 32? No. Nope, Dyer is not in. Sorry. 25, Jalen Oaten. So we mentioned the bench being cleared. Now they want a timeout, so we'll take a break. We'll be back. Stay with us. More to come on Glycod.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech 24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
Blunt Dental Group is a high-quality, family-owned dental practice. We are committed to educating our patients, as well as investing in the latest technology to provide more efficient dental care. Our team of licensed dentists and hygienists includes 2010 Male High graduate Tyler Blunt.
Welcome back. Under 10 seconds. Central trying to set up their final second play, and they're not going to get it off. End of the third quarter. It's Manual 78, Central 36. We'll be back. Fourth quarter action. Stay with us on Glycod.
New recruit? Take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night from Glycod.
And welcome back. Fourth quarter. Butch Charmley Gym here on the campus of DuPont Manual. Manual cruising up 42 or 42 on the Central Yellow Jackets. Great performance. This is a good Manual team, Mark Evans. Love what they're doing. Love playing together too. And that three hit by Central's Ethan Rodriguez. Against the zone, Manual content to move it around on the perimeter. Quite a few backups in, and that turnover goes to Central. Right back the other way comes Manual. The layup is up, no good. Rebound comes off to Central. They go up ahead for the dunk. It's Paul Dang. Now the Central players getting really aggressive on defense. Josiah Flippins, they go to cross court. That long three, no good. Flippins tips it, picked up by Rodriguez. Pryor's three, short. Picked up the board with Dario Harper, and there's another turnover, and now we're getting into some foul on Flippins, getting into a little bit of helter-skelter play.
Three-point shooting contest, Paul.
Yeah.
Under the clock.
So shooting two is Chris King. And he hits it. So, Manual will look to score in this fourth quarter. Haven't yet.
Central picking up full man.
And there's going to be a foul. Because, and this isn't even, I mean, it's just blatant. It's like, what are you doing? Are you playing basketball? And this is where the official did exactly with it. Both of them, they went to the kid, hey, no more. Oh, he can't move. That should have been a walk. Good steal. Three, left corner, off the mark, no good. Rebound to Harper. Harper up ahead. And that layup, no good. Yep, and he got fouled. Layup for Ethan Dye. He'll go to the line. The putback by Damari Crosby. Almost good, a 6'6" freshman. Want to see him develop. Ethan Dyer for 2 free throws. And he hits them both. And that off the mark. All the way to the rack is Flippins. For 2. The penetration, the kick, the three, and Rodriguez hits another. That's his spot, the right corner.
Nice drive kick.
Yep.
Good rhythm, knocked it down.
Flippins all the way to the rack. Flippins with 2 in a row.
Sitting strong, both of them.
Josiah Flippins, a 5'4" freshman. And then a 3 right back the other way. That one off the mark. Now we're in the portion of Central's subs, which I don't have the numbers. 44. And 42. And that step's called.
Also in the game, Nelson Chase.
Nelson Chase in. And there is a timeout. We'll take a fourth quarter break as well. Stay with us on Glycod.
Go ahead. Pour it on. As thick as you want to. Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering. Serving up the tastiest ribs, chicken, brisket, brown sugar sticky wings, mutton and ham. Always served to you fresh and so good, it'll make you say,
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, 7508 Preston Highway.
Holy smokes!
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night from Glycod.
And welcome back. Butch Charmeley Gymnasium, DuPont Manual High School. They get it in played as Manual against full court pressure. Nice job. Ball handling through it all. And then trying to go up and under everyone to no avail is Dario Harper. The block out of bounds. Central ball. And another stuff on the inbounds pass.
Yeah, found the back of the board.
Oh, that's what it hit first. I thought it was his hand.
Yeah, back of the board.
That was Malachi Towns. I thought it blocked it, but hit the board. Dario Harper, 5'7" freshman. He gets the step through one-hander. Can't get it to go. And out of bounds. Central playing with a little more urgency here late. As we approach the 2-minute mark. What do we have on the board right now, Mark? 84-48 is the score. You know what that is? If you were at Bellarmine at Knights Hall, the band, the pep band, would be chanting palindrome. Palindrome. It's a palindrome. 8-4-4-8, forward and backwards. Same number.
Too sharp for me.
That's one of those old. That's one of those references. Well, you've been to Knights Hall so many times, coached so many games there. You know how wonderful a place that can be. And congratulations to Coach Chance Dugan on her 500th win by a girl, a grad. It was 2 threes late by Sacred Heart grad. Yeah. Who was it? I can't remember her name now. Erin
Toller.
Erin Toller.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. And the layup good.
Yeah, I actually talked to Chance right after that game the other night. It was Thursday night. They won by one point.
And it was Erin Toller who hit them both. Yep. And so happy for Chance and her team. A women's team at Bellarmine University playing in the A-Sun.
I believe they're 9 or 10-2 now this year, Paul, so far. I have one of my past players that plays a large role on that team.
Hope Savory. Yes, Hope Savory. She's never seen a shot she didn't like.
No, or a pass.
or a pass, or a no-look pass, which some of her passes aren't. No, you know what I mean.
Well, you got to love her.
Yeah,
she was one of the most fun to coach.
Oh, she was just talk about someone who could fill it up quick. Get a basket, get a steal, get an assist, all in like 10 seconds. And the rack, the drive.
Well, we're still extremely close. Our families are very close. She's real tight with my daughter.
Under 20 seconds to play here. Stevens gets called for the foul. But that should run out the clock as they're trying to get it in bounds. And that will be 3-2. And that is it. 88-48. The Crimsons of DuPont Manual High School victorious here in both games of this boys-girls doubleheader. And this one 88-48 over Central in the boys game. We will take a break, and our first post-game break, and we'll return with our analysis and stats, as well as our players of the game. So you stay with us on Glycod.
Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit operationparent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
Check it. Oh.
Need a better battery? Get an Interstate battery. Outrageously dependable.
Should have had an Interstate.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville. Blunt Dental Group is a high-quality, family-owned dental practice. We are committed to educating our patients, as well as investing in the latest technology to provide more efficient dental care. Our team of licensed dentists and hygienists includes 2010 Male High graduate Tyler Blunt, located in the heart of Linden at 8013 New LaGrange Road, Suite 6. For an appointment, call 502-425-7068 or go online at bluntdentalgroup.com. Blunt Dental Group, straightforward smiles.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time while I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by the Army National Guard. Protect what matters most to you. Visit your nearest National Guard recruiter or NationalGuard.com.
Butch Charmley Gymnasium on the campus of DuPont Manual High School, the historic building here, just across the street from the campus of the University of Louisville. Alongside Mark Evans, I'm Paul Najar. And Mark, your impressions overall, a really, really good Manual Crimson squad.
Well, coming into it, Paul, I pretty much expected, looking at the rosters and looking at the situation and remembering what we remembered from last year. Anytime you have a nucleus with great guard play and tenacious defense that mixes their defenses, they're definitely a tough out. And anyway, and that's pretty much what we got. I think their defense overwhelmed the Yellow Jackets tonight. That's the Crimson's defense. And they just came out and just shot the lights out early.
There we are, sir.
Oh, okay.
In our perch, just way up at the rafters here at Butch Charmley Gymnasium. And Mark, to counter that, Central didn't have an answer early. They had a good run there in the second quarter, but unfortunately the score got away from them, and once it hit 35 early in the third quarter, the running clock took over.
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of ways that Manual could have came out in that second half. They came out with 3 straight scores after turnovers, and it was over with.
And that'll do our game recap. When we come back, we will have our final stats and German American Bank final stats, and then we'll have our most outstanding players after that. So you stay with us on Glycod.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a side of ranch.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
Blunt Dental Group is a high-quality, family-owned dental practice. We are committed to educating our patients, as well as investing in the latest technology to provide more efficient dental care. Our team of licensed dentists and hygienists includes 2010 Male High graduate Tyler Blunt, located in the heart of Linden at 8013 New LaGrange Road, Suite 6. For an appointment, call 502-425-7068 or go online at bluntdentalgroup.com. Blunt Dental Group, straightforward smiles.
Blind Select, not just blinds. Blind Select, not just blinds.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time while I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by the Kentucky Army National Guard. Serve your country while going to school or work full-time. Find your fit at nationalguard.com.
Welcome back. It is time now for our final stats, brought to you by German American Bank. Support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. Visit germanamerican.com for more info. And Mark Evans, let's talk about the visiting Central Yellow Jackets.
It was a night where the Yellow Jackets just didn't get enough shots off between turnovers and and just struggling on offense. It was a tough one. They ended up 18 for 36 for 50%, but as I said, it's about not getting the volume of shots.
Yeah.
They were 4 of 9 from the three-point line for 44%. They ended up 9 of 14 for 64% from the
free throw line.
From the free throw line, correct.
And turnovers were just a little too many for them. I believe the number got close to 30.
No, I don't think so, Paul.
For Central?
They were about 10 in the first half. Each of them were about 10. You and I were a little surprised about that.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And then it ended up, they cut the turnovers quite down. I think it ended up about 17 to about 12 or 13.
And it was just what I'm thinking of is empty possessions.
Yeah.
Just the shots going up that were just no chance. But even though they were 18 to 36, like you said, the possessions, they just failed to capitalize and for the winning side from DuPont Manual.
You and I were both very impressed with Manual, especially for the start. They started off something like 66% in the first quarter, and then they were near 60 at halftime. They cooled down a little bit, but a lot of that had to do with playing people and mixing lineups and so on and so forth. But once again, we talk about volume of shots going up. They were 34 of 60, and remember, Central was 18 of 36 for 57%. The Crimsons were 6 of 20 from the three-point line for 30, and there were 9 of 12 from the free throw line for 75%.
Good stuff from them, and we need to look at this scoreboard ticker. Did you see Atherton down 38-37 to Trinity by 1 point in the third quarter?
Wow, that's a big one.
Yes, it is, and we'll look at that scoreboard presented by Holy Smokes Barbecue, the local scores. We saw the girls, Manual 68 over 51 over Central. Girls Fairdale lost to Valley 60-11. Another girls score, Iroquois squeaks one out over Southern 38-36. In the boys at Scott County, Ballard big win over Franklin County 66-54. Fairdale just trouncing Valley 83-23. Bullitt East up 45-39 on Fern Creek right now in the third at the end of 3. And in the third, it is Trinity 38 and Atherton 37. Those are your local scores presented by Holy Smokes Barbecue. We will come back we'll take our final break, come back with our most outstanding players. Stay with us on Glycod.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time while I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Direct, not just blinds. Direct, not just
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville.
Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit operationparent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night from Glycod.
Welcome back to Butch Charmeley Gymnasium here at DuPont Manual High School. Tonight's most outstanding players are brought to you by State Farm Insurance agent Mike Shelton. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And alongside the legendary Hall of Fame coach Mark Evans, I'm Paul Najar, and we're saying hello to you right here on this camera. Hi. Mark, for the visiting Central Yellow Jackets, they had some decent play there, a couple decent runs, but the steady guy all along from them, beginning to end, was Qual Dang, right? Number 5, Qual Dang, the
senior.
The senior. He led them in scoring, probably led them in rebounding too. We didn't have that stat, but Qual Dang for the Central Yellow Jackets, and for the Manual Crimsons, we have 2. They stand out for their efficiency and excellence. And number 1, Justice Decker, and number 3, Malachi Coleman. And it's hard not to give them credit. Again, they're our players of the game, most outstanding players, brought to you by State Farm Insurance agent Mike Shelton. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. But just an impressive performance. And Coach Coleman here at Manual, he knows he's got something.
He's got it going, and this is a year. He's loaded with talent, but he also has leadership in his seniors, and they're very talented players.
And we talked pregame. He mentioned, I asked him one thing you wanted to see from your team today. He said defensive aggression, just defense, and learning that we can't just score, we've got to defend. How do you think they rated on that chart?
Well, for a coach, he probably would give him about a C+. For me, though, watching them, I would have gave him a B+ or better. I thought that they set the tone with their defense early, and they like to play fast, and they're going to give up a layup every once in a while, but when they give up one, they might score 3.
They might score 3 more, exactly. Not a three-pointer, but 3 more shots.
Yeah, that's what I was most impressed with, because they can definitely score the ball. But when you put the defense with the scoring, you get a lot of easier scoring. The rhythm was fantastic, especially that first quarter.
It was.
Anything they wanted, they got.
And like you said, over 60% in the first quarter, near 60% in the first half in field goal percentage. But when you're going up against those teams like Trinity and St. X and Mayo and Ballard and Eastern in this 7th region, and Central's got a little more work to do, but he said, we've got to develop our defense into a reliable thing that other teams have to fear. And then he said, we've got to get some of our younger guys, we've got to get some role players up to, helping out every time they're on the floor.
Well, one of my thoughts before I came into this today was that would be what I would be talking about as far as his nucleus. He has a great nucleus. Who was going to step up? So it sounds like him and I might be on that same page.
Yes.
Me not knowing his team, of course,
And
as well
not
as he does.
not just necessarily for the starting five. It's on the who
Well,
are
that's
these
what I was,
6, 7,
yeah,
8,
well,
9?
That's where I was coming from.
Yeah.
But the other thing about it is the better teams are going to make you pay for mistakes defensively. You know, Manual takes a lot of chances. They run a lot of press. They 1-2-2 you. They 2-2-1 you. They mix up their zones against you. They do a lot of different things. But the thing of it is they got to get better at all those things, because when you play the great teams, that there are some other teams here that are pretty daggone good, they make you pay. So I think he looked at last year. He probably looked at the Trinity game, some of the games. I think what he's probably seeing is we do all these really cool things, but we got to really, really have something or two to hang our hat on. And I saw the ball pressure, I thought, and the help defense and the hands and the touches on the ball. That was something that was different than last year. They were good, but I thought they were extra special tonight.
Yes, they were, and they get the win. 88-48, the girls won by 17, 68-51 over Central. So doubleheader sweep for the Manual Crimsons over the Central Yellow Jackets. We are thrilled to bring you this action. Louisville basketball game night here on Friday the 13th in December. For Steve Bird, executive producer down in Florida, for owner-operator of Glycod, Chris Labar, for our camera operator, that's Mrs. Bryan, and for Tim Bryan, our producer on site. All want to say thanks, and to you, Mark, always a pleasure. We'll be back at it again soon enough. We want to thank you all for watching, folks. Have a good night from Manual High School. Take care, everybody.
From Glycod, this has been UA Local 502 Louisville Basketball Game Night. UA Local 502, they do it right the first time. Tonight's game was brought to you by Tinsley Family Concessions, commitment to quality. The Army National Guard, where the next greatest generation is now. German American Bank, building our community together. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust. IBEW Local 369, power up your potential. Blunt Dental Group, straightforward smiles. State Farm Insurance Agent Mike Shelton. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And Holy Smokes Barbecue.
For schedule information about our upcoming broadcasts, visit our website, glicod.com, Facebook and Twitter @Glycod. We thank you for tuning into this live sports presentation